respond to local, national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Texas Army National Guard, aired by the Texas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey Tolos, Troy Hughes here for Amberton University, the university designed for working adults. You know what that means? Degree programs starting under $10,000, many of which can be completed online, and there's no fee to apply. So type it in your phone, amberton.edu. If you want a better job so you can have more time and money to do the things you love, a degree can do that for you. Go to amberton.edu today.
At Walmart, we give you more than just low prices. We give you low prices on the stuff you actually want. Low prices on the oh-so-tasty, farm-fresh, packed lunches with perfection groceries on your shopping list. Boom. All day, every day. Get more than low prices. Get low prices on what you love. That's what Walmart's all about. Save every day on lower prices at your local Walmart. Check out our green bell peppers, which are 48 cents each, and our limes, which are only 10 cents each. Prices may vary. Check your local store.
This is the exclusive home of Dallas Cowboys football. KRLD FM and HD1, Dallas, Fort Worth. Let's go, Cowboys.
A radio.com station. Live from Radio Row at Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Turn it on, leave it on with Shan and RJ right here on The Fan.
So yesterday, we're sitting at the hotel bar. I know, shocking. We're waiting for Ben, Skin, KT, Josh Clark, our web guy, to get done with the afternoon show, meet us, drop off the bags, and then we're all going to go to dinner and watch the Mavs beat down the Knicks. We rolled about 12 deep to this restaurant, and I've been upstairs with Choppy and Roy, and we were prepping the show, talking about all the topics, and then I was going to go down and catch an Uber in this 15 or 20 degree weather. Roy was insistent upon using a scooter out here, and props to him for that. And while I was sitting down there, getting ready to order a drink before dinner, I get the text from Roy. Holy S, Jerry's on. And I was like, what? Jerry Jones once again calls into the Ben and Skin show. There was no email put out there. There was no request to the station to get Jerry on. He apparently heard Mike Fisher trying to put him into the ground 6 feet under. That was the reason for the call. Fish was talking about how Cowboy contracts were now maybe Stevens because Steven could stick around for the lifetime of the deal at the end of it. And apparently Jerry called in and goes, Fish, do you know some medical info? I don't. What a great intro to the call.
It is a great intro. Like, I see two sides. Like, if I was a fan, I would just be irate every time he calls in. Like, stop. Who cares? Who cares what we're talking about? Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But as sitting in this chair, I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I think it's magnificent.
I mean, it is awesome. So, first time this season, Jerry was, I think, going down the tollway, having a Miller Lite. Now, I think he was driving himself, but let's get to the meat and potatoes of all this stuff. Why the delay? Why y'all playing all these games, Jerry, and naming your coaching staff?
Everything that we do and our commitment here to the coaches are completely, from my perspective, based upon being around to write the check or allocating the money to write the check, and that would be me on that basis. Now, it's a serious thing, and a serious thing to all of our fans. Very serious how we do with Jason Garrett and how we do with the staff. And more importantly than anything, it's important as to how we structure going forward. A lot of these, really, frankly, between Colombo and Moore and a guy like Kidna and the staff that we put on last year, which were about 8 coaching changes. But it's very important, and that's the reason why we're not out here talking about what we're doing, what we've committed to within the staff. We've made several commitments, but the reason that it's not being talked about is not that Jason's on shaky ground, on solid ground. It's just that we're putting together ideas and didn't want to necessarily make that a featured topic around the Super Bowl.
Okay, so it took about
Took about 48 seconds too long. All he had to say was, we didn't want to make it top round of the Super Bowl. We're respecting the game. And I 1,000% believe that.
Do you?
100%.
Do you know, remember yesterday, Tony Romo asked about what do the Cowboys need to do to make the first step? And he didn't give an answer. That's the answer. I don't want to give that kind of answer during the Super Bowl.
But look, this is where we should not be too conceited on the home of America's team as I'm wearing my cowboy hat and sweatshirt. If Jerry Jones and Jason Garrett name Kellen Moore, now if you fire Jason Garrett, that steals Super Bowl headlines. I get it. That's not cool. You name Kellen Moore the play caller today or yesterday, that doesn't do anything. None of these stations give a damn around here that Kellen Moore is the play caller. It's only going to be us. So I don't know if I necessarily, but we don't want to cause waves, news waves, with Kellen Moore as the play caller.
I disagree with that. Now, maybe these little stations around here wouldn't be talking about it, but I said yesterday to you nationally that there's no doubt that all the television programs are going to take this or find this in the next 24 hours, and it will be 3 to 4 topics of conversation on their show, on their program.
Jerry's an NFL
Nick
guy.
Wright will talk about it. Chris Carter's going to talk about it. Goic and Wingo are going to talk about it. Boomer and whoever are going to talk about it.
I don't think so.
Every
This is
national
the Stephen A.
show
Smith radio
is
show.
going to talk about it because they know what moves the needle. And what moves the needle, as we've seen all season long, when the Cowboys got eliminated from the playoffs, there were more topics that week about what the Cowboys are going to do for the future than there were about Rams and Saints.
I know,
squaring
but
up.
I'm supposed to sit here and believe that Jerry Jones now doesn't want attention.
No. It's not that. It's not that. We all know. Like, where's the NFL news this week?
Nowhere.
Right. Why?
No, nothing's happening.
Or is it? That's true.
Or
Or
you
is
think
nothing
everyone's
happening
holding
because
back?
people hold back during this week? Just like in May,
Yeah.
What was
A-Rod screwed up.
A-Rod? There you go. What was everyone was livid that Alex Rodriguez opted out of his deal during the middle of the World Series.
Yeah.
Like, it takes the attention away from.
I get that. I
game.
just feel like A-Rod opting out and Kellen Moore the play caller. Maybe not this week. Okay, I mean,
they'll do it on Tuesday.
But the other headline there is that Jason Garrett is not on shaky ground. So then, and by the way, this is all calling into the Ben and Skin show. The guys asked him, is Garrett open to opening up this offense finally?
Of course. I use the word of course. He's got a very, very pragmatic approach to how to win football games. But on the other hand, he is very aware at where we are with the rules today, where we are in the offenses today compared to, when he played or since he's been coaching the Cowboys and been involved in our offenses coordinator, head coach. And he's very much. But the facts are that at a certain level, there are no secrets here in terms of what you're doing or what your philosophy is. And Kellen, of course, is. I don't want to. Jason's going to be making an announcement here real quickly, but make no mistake about it, he's going to be a key guy in what play is run on that football field. And I, by key, probably have the ultimate responsibility.
There it is. Kellen Moore will probably have the ultimate responsibility. Don't you love Jerry?
Probably.
In the first sentence, we don't want to make waves. We don't make any announcements. And then Kellen Moore will probably be the offensive play caller. That's the announcement right there.
That's it.
That's it.
There it is. That's why I didn't want to make it.
I do have to say, it is exciting. There's a chance that we get burned with zero experience, but just to know that we could move away from Jason and these philosophies a little bit, I'm excited about that with this whiz kid genius label that Kellen Moore has gotten as well. So the follow-up, Jerry Jones, are you telling us and hinting that Kellen Moore is going to be the play caller?
Let's don't get ahead of ourselves. We're not trying to do something dramatic at the Super Bowl because I don't know that that is that.
The Ben and Skin show is.
He's going to utilize. He's got a great situation here. I told my father and mother one time, I said, you guys, y'all are responsible for me owning the Cowboys. And Daddy went, oh, son, now let's don't go that far. I can't. I said, wait a minute, Dad. I said, let me tell you why I'm going that far. I never had a day when I was worried if I lost it all that my kids would go to college. I knew I'd never talk to you about it, but I knew you'd be there. And consequently, I got to cut and shoot more than a lot of people I was competing against. They gave me a big edge. Where am I going with that? The facts are that we've got in our coach, we've got a coach that basically now has a lot of experience. We want to benefit from it. He is a great safety net for everything that we're going to do with a young staff like we've got. I think we're in an ideal position.
Okay, so there's Jerry calling in Ben and Skin Show. 90% sounding like Kellen Moore will be the play caller. There we go.
And I'm okay with that, and I'm glad that there's finally the announcement. Now we got that over with. Now we got that announcement.
It's not official. Not official. I mean, he was called on an AT&T phone, probably in a Ford vehicle, but unless there's a stage with a sponsorship.
That's true. There you go.
Great point.
Exactly.
Great point.
Okay.
Selling tickets.
Now, let's get to Jason.
All right.
Jason has 1 year left on his contract. He just went to the second round of the postseason. When's the announcement? Are you holding it off because it's Super Bowl week? Is there a Jason Garrett extension, Jerry, coming around the corner? Please say no.
None of that is anything that I would talk about in this forum in any way. And so we won't get there. I think it's pretty clear how I feel about Jason in terms of where he is right now as far as the ability to help us win football games. I think if you look at what we've done over the last few years, you'll see a pretty good winning record there. It's not enough. Not enough. There's been some speculation that possibly I'm a little satisfied with not going down to these Super Bowls without having my team with me, which I'm not. And there is absolutely a complete commitment. I can't make a bigger one than I did when I bought the Cowboys because I bet everything to make it. But there's nobody breathing that would make a bigger commitment than me if you could assure me I'd get a Super Bowl.
You guys got to convince me that Jason Garrett is going to get an extension this offseason, because I don't understand what advantage there could be to dodging the topic and not just saying, like he said to us on Dak, he's going to get extended. We're going to work something out. Like, is it negotiating? Would be bad negotiating with Jason and his agent? Like, I don't think they're giving him an extension this offseason. I don't think it's happening. Why is Jerry being so coy about it? It's not giving away a game plan. It's not giving away a tactical advantage. It's not, I don't understand why you wouldn't be more committal to the idea.
I don't know.
Does that work, Roy? More committal?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
That's correct.
I knew I was.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't get it either.
A little bit weird. I mean, I like it, but a little bit weird.
But it's to me personally, I think it's bad for the season. So I don't like it.
Lame duck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to benefit from it in any way.
You're going to coach harder, man. Next on the line.
He's not going to coach any harder.
No.
Doesn't work like that. He's not going to coach any harder. I don't get it. When Cuban tried this thing, when Fish always says, with Nelly, told him to go coach your butt off. Well, he didn't coach any harder than he had the previous years, because all you were saying there is that he was just lazy before. Well, that's not. I don't believe that.
Right.
So, but
you want to give him a 5-year deal, and if you give him a 1 or 2, is that insulting?
I don't think so. Who says who? I mean, I don't. What does Jason even make?
5 a year.
5 a year.
Who
Okay.
Is it insulting to have you work on your final year? Work on your final year without you don't need a safety net. If you're good enough, if you're a good enough coach, then you're gonna find an extension from us, or it's an opportunity for you, really. Because if you have a great season, then you can play the game of chicken.
Goodbye.
You can play the game of chicken with the Cowboys if you want to. Guess what? Now I got an opportunity. I might go other places. It's a win-win. So if Jason Garrett truly believes that he's got the right formula going forward, he'll have no problem with this, and he shouldn't have a problem with it.
It
always blows me away that people think head coaches should like have this fake year when we all know that it doesn't mean anything anyway. They could just as easily be dropped if they go 0-6 to start the year.
Well, look,
so
I agree.
cut it. They understand they're under this type of pressure, whether there's 4 years left on their extension or whether there's 4 months. So operate as if you know that's the case and don't make a deal out of it.
Well said. Chop.
I just think it creates problems in the locker room. I mean, it takes away his greatest advantage that he has in this team. Jason's number one thing is that these players have never quit on him. And I think it's much easier to quit on a guy that you don't know if you have to listen to him in 6 months.
But if all that was keeping them listening to Jason Garrett was the fact that he had multiple years left on his contract and not his message or his delivery of it or his relationship with them.
And if you got a 3-year extension today and they started 1-5, they would all be like, he could be gone.
He's gone.
1-6.
That's fine, but like again, at 3-5 this year,
true.
They still stuck with him.
Yeah.
Even though we all thought he could be gone at that moment.
Jerry Jones with the surprise call in. Ben and Skin getting it done again. Thank you guys for turning it on, leaving it on. We have a local Hall of Famer joining us next. Let's get the Amari Cooper breakdown. What was the difference here versus Oakland? Antonio Brown drama, a wide receiver. And let's make fun of John Gruden to the great Tim Brown joining us next from Atlanta.
The one place to grab the fan wherever you go. Radio.com. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
Ben and Skin here, and the Low T Center now treats more than low T, including low thyroid and cholesterol. Get your levels checked. Schedule your quick and easy health assessment at lowtcenter.com. It's covered by most health insurance. The Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Lost in the shuffle of the New Year celebration and the stock market tanking, mortgage rates have dropped, and they've dropped a lot. Hi, I'm Kevin Miller with TexasLending.com. If you haven't been paying attention, mortgage rates have dropped so much, even if you bought a home last summer, you may be able to save hundreds of bucks each month. Call TexasLending.com, 972-387-4600, or go online and apply with TexasLending.com. And if you're trying to get cash out to pay off bills, maybe you have a New Year's resolution to consolidate debt and lower the rates, call TexasLending.com, 972-387-4600. Go online and apply today with TexasLending.com. We'll get back with you right away. TexasLending.com. We've won the consumer's choice for the last 11 years. Call us today. TexasLending.com.
When you think mortgage, think TexasLending.com.
4100 Alpha Road, Suite 300, Dallas, Texas, 75244. And MLS number 137773. Equal housing lender.
What does your morning sound like?
Goodbye, baby.
She's finally asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Right now at McDonald's, get a sausage biscuit and hash browns or sausage McMuffin and hash browns, each pairing for just $1.50. Price and participation may vary. For a limited time, cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
My life is like a browser with 25 open tabs. I have kind of a constantly plugged in thing. Any interruption could jeopardize the whole operation. So I got my internet service from AT&T. Because their customers rated their service #1 in reliability over cable. For $40 a month, I can get up to 100 megabits per second internet, so I can stay up to date on the latest stuff going on in my world. It's soothing to know AT&T internet is rated #1 in reliability over cable. It helps me maintain my low stress thing.
AT&T internet customers rank their service #1 in reliability over cable. Switch and get up to 100 megabits per second for $40 a month. Limited availability. May not be available in your area. Check eligibility at att.com/internet. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. New approved customers only. Includes internet plans 10 to 100 megabits per second. Early termination fee and other charges and restrictions apply. Speeds not guaranteed and may vary. Claim based on 2018 ACSI survey of customers rating their own internet provider's performance and reliability of speed and service consistency.
Here's what people are saying about Butcher Board Carvery Shop, where they hack it and stack it.
I'm a big guy, so it's all about the whole hog sandwich.
Chicken salad with local greens? I don't feel guilty eating it.
House-made meats, loaded spud, tacos, incredible.
Butcher Board, ranch to table, farm to table, dine in, take out, order online, and catering. 2 cool locations, Frisco and McKinney. Butcherboard.com. Check them out. butcherboard.com.
Listen to the Ben and Skin Show for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Carlos Santana and celebrate his landmark Supernatural album and his historic 1969 Woodstock performance on the Supernatural Now Tour. It's going down Saturday, July 6th at Dos Equis Pavilion. For more ticket information, go to livenation.com.
Are you ready to drive into the new year in a luxury vehicle? Well, it's only one click away at CertifiedAutoplex.com, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Yes, you heard me right. Free lifetime powertrain warranty on most makes and models. With a refreshingly honest, no-pressure experience and rates below industry standard, Certified Autoplex helps you get the car you deserve. We have hundreds of luxury vehicles to choose from. Browse our inventory online at CertifiedAutoplex.com. That's CertifiedAutoplex.com.
Yo, Ben and Skin here, and the big game is right around the corner. And Barbecues Galore has you covered with all your party essentials. Whether you need last-minute supplies like charcoal, rubs, sauces, accessories, yes, they've got you covered. Need a grill? They have grills starting at just $199. They have patio furniture, bar stools, fire pits, and they can finance those items. 24-month interest-free financing. Barbecues Galore has everything you need to get your big game party on like a champ. Stop by and let the experts set you up. Barbecues Galore, not just a barbecue aisle. It's a barbecue stove.
It's 105.3 The Fan, brought to you by DFW Airport Parking. College Football Hall of Famer, Pro Football Hall of Famer, Dallas's own Tim Brown next.
DFW Airport makes parking for air travel easy as a click with new prepaid parking online. Just click, park, and save up to 50%. Plus, use your toll tag to make parking even easier. Visit dfwairport.com/park.
And we're back to Shan and RJ. A 105.3 The Fan segment this morning brought to you by Franklin Frankel at 1-800-LAWYERS. If you've been involved in an accident, it's not your fault. Tolos and fans, call Franklin Frankel later today at 1-800-LAWYERS. FrankelFirm.com, principal office, Dallas, Texas.
If you turn on the fan cam on the home of the Cowboys in the NFL, you will see an immediate upgrade in style and class. As DFW's very own Tim Brown sitting down with us on Shan and RJ in the Diamonds Direct hot seat. Good
y'all
to
look
have you
like
back.
schlubs.
Shut up, Troy.
Well, he's in a suit, you know.
No one asked you. Where's the Hall of Fame jacket?
Oh man, I'm not working for anybody today, man. I'm on my own, just around here promoting H2H. So no payments for me today. So I don't have to wear my jacket.
Now, have you spilled anything on the jacket?
Dude, man, the first year I had the jacket, I'm doing an appearance for a company and I'm signing autographs, and some guy comes up to me with his pen out and literally has a 10-inch mark, Sharpie mark down my.
No, the Sharpie.
And it was like, oh, it was one of those moments like.
Did you look at him like you wanted to?
Oh my God, I didn't know if I wanted to cry or swing. It's like, do I swing on this brother?
Did you give him the autograph?
No.
There you go.
I'll catch you later, bro. I'll catch you later. But man, I took the jacket off, going in like this, like you're marching to a funeral or something.
to the dry cleaner?
Right, to the dry cleaners and say, hey, can you do? He was like, hey man, I don't know. I'm gonna put this solution on here and we'll see. But it came right out. So I was happy.
I always wonder how they do that. Like how they get stains out.
Oh, bro, yeah.
You just taught me a trick.
Right.
Well, the red wine, which I had spilled on me by somebody at a wedding. Mark Followell, not naming names. Spilled it all over a tuxedo shirt, a rental, Sean. So I poured white wine on it. So I was soaked the rest of the night. But it got it out. White wine gets out red wine.
Didn't know that.
But I didn't know. I don't know if
I just heard club soda.
Yeah, I didn't know if a marker would be able to get out by something.
So Tim, we were talking about Jerry Jones randomly calling into the station last night, and you were an all-time Raider. And this is good and bad with the question. Take it wherever you want. Does Jerry remind you of Al Davis?
Yeah, no doubt. I don't think I don't think Jerry would say that. He didn't pattern his style of ownership after Al Davis. Matter of fact, I heard him say one of the men that he admired most in life was Al Davis. So,
yeah.
But there's no doubt about that.
But at the end,
is that good or bad?
We all thought Al was just like holding on too long. Things were out of control. It was embarrassing. He wouldn't let Mark, or I don't know what the power situation was, but it kind of became a joke at the end from the outside perspective.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we came to understand with the Raiders is when when we said, when the Raiders said, just win, baby, we have to remember that was Al Davis' way of winning. It wasn't about winning. It was about winning Al Davis's way.
Right.
And, I'm not saying that Jerry is to that point. I don't know the inner workings of but, you always have to keep that in mind. Yeah, they want to win, but they're going to win Jerry Jones' way. Otherwise it's no fun for him.
Yeah.
Why should he be involved if this is all about what somebody else is doing? Let me see what I can do. And if we win, we made it to the division playoff game this year. Oh my God, that's incredible.
But did you ever sit in? Did you ever watch film with Al Davis? Like,
No.
could Al sit there on a board and tell you?
Absolutely. He knew everything about. Yes, he knew everything about the game.
Okay.
I mean, there were practices where he would be standing like a free safety, and he would stop the practice and say, Howie, move over to your right. Matt, move to your left. Van, could you back up a little bit, please? Okay, run the play now.
Whoa.
Wow.
He was that detailed with what he wanted to do. So he knew the game like the back of his head. He was a coach. He was a head coach of the Raiders.
Did you like having an involved owner?
Well, of course you do until you don't. You know what I mean?
All
So because it gets to the point where, it's like, oh my God, when I literally saw him grab Mike Shanahan by the collar at practice one day because he was trying to implement the shotgun into the offense, that was a little much. Maybe that should have happened behind closed doors. We didn't need to see that on the practice field. But, Al was weighing, people say he would call down on the field and that kind of stuff. That never happens, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I don't know of him ever calling down to the field, saying run a play. But at the same time, we knew when certain plays were called, why they were called.
Yeah. Tim Brown, the Hall of Famer, DFW's very own, joining us here on behalf of H2H on 105.3 The Fan. Why did Amari Cooper work for the Cowboys and it stopped working for the Raiders?
Well, I think he said it when he got to the Cowboys. He made the comment that he didn't have the passion for the game when he was with the Raiders. I mean, he was going through the motions for the most part. And
after a year and a half, man.
Well, what? He had been with the Raiders going on
two and a half?
2.5
Yeah,
years.
2.5 years. And
3.5.
3.5, right? Yeah,
right.
this was
his fifth. This coming up his fifth year.
Yeah. So I think, in a couple of those years he ended with injury. So that'll take the steam out of you anyway. But that was a knock on him with the Raiders, was that he just was an athlete on the field. He wasn't, passionate about the game per se. But everybody knew he was super talented. But when you have a guy that talented and he goes for 150 yards one week and he goes for 50 yards the next week, you're wondering why that is, and because a guy like that, and I think the Cowboys failed this year. I think in the Rams game, I don't think they tried to get him. That guy is the best athlete on the field, as far as I'm concerned. He is just as good. He can kill you just like Zeke can. You got to find a way to force him the ball, get the ball in his hands. And I don't think the Cowboys did that. And I think that's one of the reasons why Linehan is not there anymore. But look, I mean, I'm happy for Amari. He's in a place now that he understands how the NFL works. He understands if I don't play well, I'm going to be out. I'm going to be out. I mean, Gruden would tell me I can't have a conversation with this guy. He won't talk to me. And I think from that standpoint, and Khalil and him have the same agent, so they didn't know if there was a little bit of that going on. And so from that standpoint, man, it was a tough call. But when someone throws out a first round pick, I think you have to take a look at it.
Amari is very quiet.
Yes.
So I don't know if that played in not talking to Gruden or he was disgruntled. But do you think, what's the ceiling for him as a number one wideout?
Dude, he can be as good as he wants to be. He really can be, But look, and I was just talking about this with the other group I was just talking to. When you start making $18-19 million a year, you got to have something deep inside of you, bro. Because if not, if not, y'all think about it. If all of a sudden y'all start making $10 million a year, after a couple of years, y'all gonna be looking around like, why am I here? Why am I doing this?
You don't think we make that now?
Well,
based on our time, we get up
based on the breakfast you guys were having a minute ago, no.
I've never to this day seen an professional athlete, turn down something free.
Right. If it's free, give me free, baby. That's it.
Tim Brown right here on the Fan. But he has special talent.
Special. Yeah. This guy has ability, man, to to really do whatever he wants to do in this league. It's just a matter of will he do it? Will he, take advantage of this league the way he can at this particular point?
We all know how special he is. Getting the biggest thing for a wide receiver is the opportunity, getting him the football.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you stand on the quarterback the Cowboys have right now?
Man, I think Dak is. Look, I played with 20 quarterbacks. He would have been high on my list.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. So, look, I mean, there's not a quarterback in the league at this particular point. I don't believe. Maybe Jared Goff. I mean, Goff can really throw the ball. I mean, he can get in some awkward positions. I guess Mahomes obviously is doing some crazy stuff right now. Who can make every throw? I mean, it's not like every quarter. Tom Brady can't even make every throw right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to know what this guy can do and put him. What's that?
He's a Brady hater.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But you have to put Dak in a position where he can win. There's no reason to make him, have him making throws that he can't make. There are different ways that you can hide plays and disguise plays that it all look the same, or it doesn't look the same to the defense, but it's the same play for him.
All right, your take on what John Gruden is doing. From the outside looking in, there are people saying he's out of touch, trying to take things back to the 70s. You give up a generational player in Khalil Mack. Choppy loves the haul back with the return with the picks. Looks like you made a mistake with Amari Cooper. All this hype, the $100 million man. Is this thing heading towards disaster, or are you excited about what Gruden is doing?
Well, look, if not for John Gruden, I'm not in the NFL Hall of Fame. That's just point blank, So from that standpoint, I believe in him until he tells me this is not going to work. I think he has a plan. I think at this particular point, no one understands his plan but him and maybe a couple guys in the organization. But, I know what he plans to do. I believe that he's going to take these first-round picks, and he'll try and get a player, a player that's in the league now out of, and then, get a couple guys in the league. But he's got to find a pass rusher. Obviously, that's the biggest thing he has to find. And I don't know if he's going to look for a go-to receiver at this point, because in that offense, you don't really need a go-to guy.
Why not?
I mean, because the object there is to spread the ball out to get everybody the ball. Now, if you have a guy who is special, you can, make sure he gets a few more balls. But it's all about, 7, 8, 9 receivers getting the ball in that offense, because that way is very difficult. Every play is designed with what they call a 5 on a dot, where you got guys spread out everywhere. So now the quarterback always has options to dump the ball down and do whatever he wants to do. And so from that standpoint, I don't know if he needs a go-to guy, and that's probably why they didn't want to pay $18 million for a receiver. But at the same time, they got to have a guy that people respect, that they know that this guy can make something happen.
What happened to Derek Carr, Tim? A couple of years ago,
he was having an MVP year.
He was about to be the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he got hurt that
year.
Yeah.
But he was MVP type season, and now it just has fallen off everywhere. What happened?
I think a little bit of it is being shell-shocked. You have a couple of injuries, and all of a sudden now you don't want to run with the ball anymore. You don't want to take those chances, but that takes away your aggressiveness in the game and also your sharpness and everything. So they're trying to get him back, and, they feel as if he finished the year on a pretty good note. So hopefully next year he'll feel better and understand that, okay, look, because at one point I was talking to somebody in organizations, okay, can we get this guy to run the ball every blue moon? And they told me I got a text back. He has 18 yards on the whole season rushing. This was like week 12.
Oh, whoa.
And it's like, no, that's impossible.
Whoa.
He had 18 yards rushing because he wouldn't go past the line of scrimmage. He would always dump the ball off or something. So there are things that he could do to help his game out tremendously. And that's not all the time throwing the ball. Sometimes you got to run with the ball.
Is it true, Tim Brown, the Hall of Famer, joining us on the Fan, that I've always wanted to ask about Gruden's play calls? Are they unnecessarily long?
Spider 2 wide banana.
No, like that
would be the play, but the formation to get to Spider 2 wide banana would be crazy.
Can you give us a
red right zoom, Spider 2 wide banana, or red right zoom Z over, fake 14 boot. It was crazy stuff, But the crazy thing about it is we could reduce all that down to one word: Falcon. Falcon, Dragon,
But why not do that? Why didn't he do
well,
that?
because, when you're calling plays, there's a different thing that you don't want to be in a huddle going, I don't know why, but, Falcon on 2. Okay, everybody go to the line, you know exactly what you got. But we did that in when we were going 2 minute and that kind of stuff, but we never did it just in regular offense.
Where are the Raiders going to play?
I'm hoping that they get this thing settled and they're able to finish out the year in Oakland, finish out. But even if they did, it would be ugly. I mean, it's not going to be the same after the lawsuit and all that. But I know they don't want to play in San Diego, but that may be the most likely place for them to play at this point. So.
San Diego, I can't imagine that.
Yeah. All right, Tim, what is H2H?
H2H, man. Hey, a few years ago when I went into the Hall of Fame, I had one of my buddies. I hope he's listening right now. In Dallas, Lee Shaw, he came up to me and said, "Hey, Tim, you know that you're one of only 8 guys to go Heisman to Hall of Fame." And I was like, "Lee, that can't be right. I mean, come on." And we looked it up, and it was the case. It was, I couldn't believe it was that few guys. But then when you think about the Heisman Trophy winners, in the 90s, not a lot of those guys had great careers.
Right.
You hated winning the Heisman. You knew you were cursed, but you came out. You overcame it.
Yeah, that's what they would tell me. I had a great rookie year, but then the curse hit me my second year when I tore my knee up. But yeah, so we just thought that it was such a special deal that maybe we can make something out of this. I mean, let's put something together, man, brand this thing and see if we can help folks out. Let's see if we can do something philanthropic. Let's see if we can leave a legacy on the other side of the field, and so that's what we're trying to do, man. We're just throwing this thing out there and see how people react to it. And hopefully we'll get some takers and, people want to join in with us. And we also have a group that's going to come up hall to hall, the College Football Hall of Famers to the Hall of Fame. And it's only like 25 of those guys, that have done that. So, we think it's special enough groups, man, that, maybe we can get together, use all of our branding power, whatever, and make something special that we can, give back to the communities around the country.
You can direct message them at H2 The Hall on Twitter. Tim Brown is on there as well. The Hall of Famer. We'll see if the jacket gets screwed up later on this week here in Atlanta. Thank you, Tim. Always great having you
guys. Appreciate
on the home of the Cowboys.
Absolutely.
Our hometown guy, Tim Brown, in the Diamonds Direct hot seat. When we come back, was Michael Gallup singing yesterday on this radio station? And shots fired. Well, I don't want to scare anyone. Patriots shots fired.
All right.
On the tollway back home. And the commercial, the greatest commercial for the Super Bowl, has nothing to do with game day. Dan Marino's commercial is coming up. You have to hear it. Out of Bounds. Next on The Fan.
Coming up in the next G-Bag Nation, we'll have on Brian Urlacher, who has been gushing over Cowboys linebackers. Brian Urlacher will join us at 10:20. The Nation 10-3 here on The Fan.
Always a better buy at Fort Worth Nissan. It's time to trade in and trade up with Texas-ized discounts. Right now, get $15,000 off MSRP on a new 2018 Type or shop FortWorthNissan.com. See dealer for details. Stuart Marcus Place. Stock WJN 510090.
Sean Shreve here for My Computer Career. The website is mycomputercareer.edu. This is a career in information technology. Tired of what you're doing? Not making enough money? Take the free career evaluation to see if it's for you at mycomputercareer.edu. I've been to the Dallas campus. I walked through the classrooms. Kavanaugh's gone through the training. You see the treatment, you see the education, you see the speed of the entire process, and you hear the success stories. That's why fans will be hitting me up saying, "Oh, I was in another city. I heard you on this national network. I hear you on satellite radio." That's because this thing has exploded over the years, and I want you to take advantage if you're not happy with what you're doing right now. They have a Dallas campus. They have an Arlington campus. You can also take the classes live online just a few times a week for a matter of months to double and triple the salary of what you're making right now. See if it's for you. It's not rocket science. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, including the GI Bill. mycomputercareer.edu.
Our coverage of Radio Row from Atlanta is presented by Twin Peaks, Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of Super Bowl 53, and you can watch us on our Low T Center fan cam at 1053thefan.com/fancam.
Do you suffer from a case of the Mondays every day of the week? Are you tired of donuts leaving a hole in your breakfast? Do you lack the energy to literally whistle while you work? Then Muscle Milk Protein Shakes just might be what you need to turn your mornings around. Packed with 25 grams of protein, vitamins, and minerals, Muscle Milk Protein Shakes have everything you need to keep you going strong all day long.
Pick up 2 Muscle Milk Protein Shakes for $5 today at your local racetrack.
We had just gotten home from vacation, and Richie had to go downstairs to grab something out of the dryer, and he had set foot in about 3 to 4 inches of water.
Well, what happened was the pressure relief valve for the hot water heater had failed, and it just leaked water while we were gone.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
With her being pregnant, the in-laws coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world. I called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. They took care of everything, A to Z. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
See how much you could save with USAA by bundling your auto and home insurance. Get a quote today.
Ability to receive a quote depends on membership eligibility. Product membership eligibility and bundling savings restrictions apply and are subject to change. Members paid for their participation. United Services Automobile Association and its affiliate, San Antonio, Texas.
Upgrading your bathroom? The Home Depot can help you upgrade that upgrade at the Winter Kitchen and Bath event. Right now, add the finishing touch with an exclusive Kohler Katoon faucet for just $89. It's available in a stylish brushed nickel finish, and you'll only find it at the Home Depot, Kohler's #1 retailer. So upgrade your bathroom and let the savings flow. The Winter Kitchen and Bath event at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through March 24th, while supplies last.
I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's premier home purchase lender. We've created a new way to protect you from unpredictable interest rates. Our exclusive Rate Shield approval. First, we lock your interest rate for up to 90 days. Then, if rates go up, your rate stays locked. But if rates go down, your rate drops. Either way, you win. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply.
Don't live with pain? Try chiropractic. The Joint Chiropractic. Affordable pricing? Walk-ins welcome. No insurance needed. Visit the doctors at one of our 26 Dallas clinics or visit thejoint.com. The Joint Chiropractic. Relief. Recovery. Wellness.
Hey DFW, Fitness Connection is having their grand opening celebration at the new Watauga location at 8428 Denton Highway. Join us today from 5 to 7 p.m. for free class demos, food, and a chance to win free TVs, gym memberships, and more. Visit fitnessconnection.com for details.
Can I talk to you about Mark Rubin and 1-800-Lawyers? Because this guy is great. He is a miracle worker. It is why he is amongst the official lawyers of the Tolo. Mark Rubin, 1-800-Lawyers. And what it comes down to is getting you to enjoy life again. Financial stress, it may have become overwhelming in 2018. Go pick up a phone and call Mark Rubin right here. 1-800-Lawyers. Mark's a Tolo. He's been with us since the very beginning of the Fan. 10 years running. Maybe you overspend over the holidays. Maybe 2019 is the year you want to get your credit back in order. Call Mark Rubin. Yeah, if you left 2018, you feel that weight of crushing debt. Make sure you don't carry that with you into 2019. It's bad for your health. So life is already too short to be stressed out about money. You call Mark Rubin, 1-800-Lawyers. He's going to allow you to relax and focus on the good things. And 2019 is going to be a life-changing year for you. 1-800-Lawyers, the official lawyers of the Tolo. Mark's helped thousands of us over the years get on their feet financially. He can help you too at 1-800-Lawyers, DallasTexasLegal.com.
Nothing goes better with cold weather than cold, hard cash. Your next shot at $1,000 happens at 16 past the hour on 105.3 The Fan. Not everything stays between the lines. This is Out of Bounds on 105.3 The Fan.
Out of Bounds brought to you by Dallas Truck World. 3 locations, DFW, Dallas, Rockwall, Mesquite. Check it out online at DallasTruckWorld.com. The segment also brought to you by the WinStar World Casino and Resort.
First chance this morning to win $1,000 for being a Tolo, turning it on, living on. We appreciate your support throughout the entire week here at Radio Row in Atlanta. Why are you laughing? Tell the peeps.
I'm laughing because RJ is funny.
I'm a jokester.
He's a real ham.
You shamed him into bringing back a coffee for you finally.
Well,
after
sort
you've
of.
been pretty harsh about it every day. You've not joking whatsoever in your tone. It's kind of it's made me a little uncomfortable.
I was joking. Why are you taking my coffee now?
Yeah, yours over there.
Oh, sorry.
So,
Mr. Coffee Guy. All of a sudden.
couple times this morning, like on Monday, they didn't have the coffee out, right? So we were all kind of concerned about it. And RJ walked off Monday morning and found a coffee place that was inside the building somewhere else.
Mile away.
Unfortunately, he only came back with 2 cups.
And they didn't have a holder.
Now, he knows, of course, they didn't have a holder, and everyone knows no man in existence can carry more than 2 cups because he's only got 2 hands.
Well, it's hot. It spills.
But I made a slight passive-aggressive comment in that moment, and I thought, okay, that's probably enough. That's probably good. Then yesterday comes by.
Oh, you meant probably good, like to get your message across.
Yeah. I thought, well, he'll know what I'm saying.
Not wrong.
And he'll think about me next time. And sure enough, he walks away yesterday, comes back, 2 cups again. Okay. I didn't even mention it because I was a little late to the show and didn't notice. And I can understand that one. I'm like, you didn't get me a cup of coffee, no big deal. And then this morning does the exact same thing. And so I asked him, is it possible? And he said what he just said to you, Sean, which is, I didn't have a carrier. What can I do? So now he just proved to us just a few seconds ago that it is possible to carry 3 cups, as he did it fantastically.
He stacked. All right.
And then he handed one to our web guy, Josh Clark.
Instead of Roy. That's what I did. I said, here you go, Josh.
Pretended as if I wasn't going to get it, which did make me belly laugh.
Okay, so let's remember what coffees are whose. Give him yours. All right. Turn on the fan cam. I want to see how you would carry the 3 for the mile.
It's a mile walk.
Okay. That's very easy for Roy. Let me try to do it. Put him down.
You could have done that. I could have done that.
Sean could do that.
Yeah,
if Sean can do that.
Man.
Feeling a little nervous there?
A little nervous because of how far it is.
It's far.
Okay. If it was right here on this back, RJ just stacked these 3 on top of each other, scalding hot liquids.
I thought that was a more risky play.
It was.
It's definitely risky.
You could probably do this easy.
Oh, yeah, I can do that easy.
Check it out on the webcam.
It's definitely a risky play.
It's just a longer walk. It's a long walk.
Yeah, it is.
It's a long walk.
It's a really long walk.
I mean, I'm power walking. I'm power walking here. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
So I got perspiration, Roy.
Yeah. Besides, he's the number 2. You think he should be having to do this stuff?
Well, I would have done it, but I got I'm working on the top 7. We got to make sure they're on point.
Okay.
And otherwise, I feel like as the producer of the program, it kind of is my responsibility. Get you guys what you need. Coffee is one of those. But if you need it right before the show, and I also got to do make sure the top 7 before the show, I got to pick one.
Yeah, that's true.
I got to pick one.
The North Texas Tollway Authority apparently is not cheering for the Patriots on Sunday. Props to the fans who have sent us this from back home. The agency's digital boards have put up the following message. Tire flat as a Patriots football? Dial pound 999.
Oh.
So Deflategate jokes back home on the tollway. And apparently tollway officials are planning a digital board about the Rams later in the week. I wonder if that'll be a Cowboy-related shot somehow. But, Troy, have you seen this back home? How many people listening, hit us up on the Autoflex Season fan text, have seen these signs? I thought it was fake at first.
Oh, no. It's definitely been out there. Tay Stern over at DallasCowboys.com. Tay. She was one of the first ones. I think she tweeted out like 2 or 3 days ago that it had been out there. So, people are taking shots. It's all in good fun. I don't know if it's legit. I know that like construction digital signs that are set up are quite easy to hack. If you actually know the code, it's really easy. You just open up the breaker box out, DM me. I'll tell you how to get through that. But, I think it's all in good fun. Now, I know you guys are probably going to lead to the story, but, people are taking shots at the Patriots. That's what you do. The TV station, the CBS television station in Pittsburgh, put up Tom Brady.
Don't go too far into this. It's in the top 7, and RJ is going to snap.
Yeah. You'll hear in the top 7 at 7 that someone took a shot at Brady, and now they are looking for a job.
They are unemployed. Speaking of quarterbacks, Hall of Famers, greats of all time.
Me.
The Dan Marino commercial.
Oh, this is just tremendous.
How did this just come out yesterday?
A lot of these things, like we find them out years later. The Bill O'Reilly explosion, years later. The Chris Berman explosion, years later.
Live!
Yeah, we find all these things out because some production guys got him. Well, I bet you somebody forgot about it. Just going cleaning out their old crap and found out Dan Marino does not do second takes of anything.
Okay, so this is Marino filming a commercial,
including Super Bowl appearances.
Listen to how he gives the middle finger in the second take of it.
You'll get round-trip airfare and tickets to a game, a complete uniform, and a chance to meet me. Stay tuned. I'll have details on how to enter, and we'll be announcing a winner later tonight. Did not flub at all.
No, it wasn't a flub.
There was no flub. It was not a flub.
You want to see that playback?
No, come on, let's do it. Hi, I'm Dan Marino from the Miami Dolphins. Welcome to Visa NFL Quarterback Club Week on. I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving Day. We have more NFL action on this Sunday starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. But tonight, you'll get a chance to be my backup quarterback for a day. You'll get round-trip airfare and tickets to a game, a complete uniform, and a chance to meet me. Stay tuned. I'll have details on how to enter, and we'll be announcing a winner later tonight. Send it in. Nope. I don't want to see
Send it in.
Send it in.
So he goes to the first take. They said you flubbed it a little bit.
Did not flub. Did not flub.
That needs to be a future drop.
Yep.
When
Did not.
No flub.
When there's a stutter.
No flub.
When we screw up a sentence.
Did not flub.
Did not flub. And then Marino goes, okay, you want a second take? I'll give you a second take. Win a mother effing Visa gift card and have a chance to meet me at the effing Super Bowl. Marino's like, there's a second take.
Send it in.
Send it in.
Send it in.
Send it in, Jerome.
That's amazing.
How awesome is that?
Oh gosh, I mean that puts him.
I want Marino to walk through here,
and we're just gonna yell, "Send it in!
Send it in!" Not a flub.
Did not flub.
Did not flub. Did not flub. And Marino will probably be in here today or
I'm
tomorrow.
sure he will. He's got to pedal some kind of isotone or glove or something. Like that. It's all in here pedaling something.
Out of bounds with Shan and RJ here on 105.3 The Fan. Okay, Troy, what is this text message about? I'm a little bit nervous. He just sent this to me. I've got some never before heard audio from y'all's trip in Atlanta.
Yes.
I can set it up.
Yes. So sometimes when you guys are doing stuff on the road, Josh Clark is the web guy that's out there killing it right now, 1053thefan.com with all the videos.
If you stabbed us in the back and sent something to Troy, I'm going to throw this coffee in your face. This kid, though, has been doing
support it.
Last night at the restaurant, he wouldn't eat. He wouldn't drink whatsoever.
You know why?
Transcribing Jerry Jones interviews with his headset on, his headphones on at the table. I know Gavin Spittle's listening, so Josh, go get me some breakfast sandwiches.
I was there from the start of the Mavs game to the end and a little bit past. Ate an entire meal, had several drinks. We hung out with some sponsors that came by. That entire time, Josh was on his computer, still working.
In reality, he didn't eat because we've slow eat shamed him this week. The slowest eater. He has to send his food back in the middle of the meal to have them reheat it. Go ahead, Troy.
well, luckily in this case, it wasn't Josh who sent me the audio. Instead, I got it from someone else. So the other day, Sean, Roy was the one that recorded you in a drunken stupor. Not you, but Roy, snoring, right? I got more audio of you snoring. And here's the thing. I didn't realize that you actually talk in your sleep, too. Never before heard audio of Sean snoring while talking in his sleep.
Oh, my God.
Kill Spawn. Oh, I'm going to kill him.
Roy is an idiot. Rod is a beast. Short ribs, 9 hours at 2:25. Wrestling is for nerds. My girlfriend is hot. Coming up next, how many sheep can I count?
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't tease in my sleep talk. I do apparently sleep talk, though, but Well done.
I have not heard anything. I heard a wheeze. You wheezed.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard any sleep talk.
Oh, my gosh. Well done. Well done, boss. It's Shan
Yo,
RJ.
$$sign.
He said he gets more notes for the top 7 here. We got Stars notes coming up. The Stars get a nice shutout W. Roger Goodell finally talks about the Saints penalty, and Jerry Jones with the call-in that no one knew was coming. It happened yesterday on Ben and Skin, talking about Kellen Moore as the play caller. Why no Garrett extension? How worried should we be about Tank and Beasley and Zeke and their deals? And Madison Square Garden honors the Diggler. All of it in the top 7 at 7 with your first chance to win $1,000 next.
The only way you can take the fan with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
This CBS Sports Minute brought to you by the snoring experts at simplesleepservices.com. Get the right diagnosis, the right solution, the right treatment to help you wake up to better sleep.
From the Super Bowl in Atlanta, I'm Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. 39 years after Hall of Fame offensive lineman Jackie Slater played in the Rams' only other Los Angeles-based Super Bowl team, his son Matthew now will be playing for the Patriots against the Rams, who returned to L.A. 3 years ago. Although he's listed as a wide receiver, Matthew has only 1 catch in his 11-year career. But boy, his special teams prowess has earned him 7 Pro Bowl appearances. Moreover, he's been a team captain since 2011, and Bill Belichick loves him. Like his dad, the younger Slater also calls heads whenever he's on the visiting team, and heads it was in both the overtime coin tosses for Super Bowl 51 against Atlanta and 2 weeks ago in the AFC title game versus Kansas City. New England chose to receive, and guess what, folks? They never looked back. And here's a heads up. The Patriots will be the visitors in Super Bowl 53, so Matthew Slater will get his opportunity to make that heads-up call again. I'm Boomer Esiason.
From a hot air balloon landing on a car to a load of concrete falling on one, we've covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Lowe's knows you'll paint right the first time because you don't want to do it over and you don't want to go over budget. We do it right too, with top brands at the right prices, like Valspar, our #1 selling paint and stain with proven performance and guaranteed colors. Valspar Simplicity Zero VOC paint and primer starts at just $25.98. It goes on smooth and resists marks, scuffs, and everyday wear. Plus, reach higher walls with a Werner 6-foot aluminum step ladder, now just $49.96. For your next paint project, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 2/6. See store for details. U.S. only.
From a car landing on a roof to a car landing in a pool, we've covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Hey, what's going on, fans and Tolos? It is Troy Hughes. Had a great conversation in the past couple of weeks with Adam Vinci. I say past couple. I go there every week, and the place I'm talking about is Platinum Ford on the east side of the Metroplex in Terrell. It's just off of Highway 80. You go down, you look to your left, there's Platinum Ford. And I'm talking to Adam Vinci, the general manager, about all the specials they have going on at Platinum Ford. You can go to platinumford.com and check out the website and get more information on those specials. Plus, he's getting me psyched because, today's January 31st. So that means starting tomorrow, it will be February. And in the month of February, they're getting the brand new Ford Ranger. Yeah, it's back. So I'm excited to go see that kind of thing. But listen, I'm really excited that fans and Tolos have finally discovered that the best place to find a brand new or used Ford is at Platinum Ford. So check it out for yourself. Go to the website this morning, platinumford.com, or drive a little further to save a lot more at Platinum Ford.
Did the words bezel and pave leave you feeling confused? We get it. Not everyone speaks diamond, but at Hellsberg, we do. Our diamond experts can help you customize an engagement ring that's just right. And we'll explain all the fancy words along the way. No pressure and no judgment. Hellsberg Diamonds, a Berkshire Hathaway company.
Valentine's Day is Thursday, February 14th. Make it the best one ever and pop the question with the perfect ring from Hellsberg Diamonds.
Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship. Before the gate drops, start your race day at the Monster Energy Supercross Fan Fest. Meet the world's best dirt bike racers. Get autographs and experience the excitement. Buy a can of Monster Energy at any participating Fiesta location to recycle at the entrance for your free admission to the Fan Fest. Great values, great prices. Only at your neighborhood Fiesta. Coming to AT&T Stadium February 16th. Get your tickets today.
At Walmart, we give you more than just low prices. We give you low prices on the stuff you actually want. Low prices on the oh-so-tasty, farm-fresh, packed lunches with perfection groceries on your shopping list. Boom. All day, every day. Get more than low prices. Get low prices on what you love. That's what Walmart's all about. Save every day on lower prices at your local Walmart. Check out our green bell peppers, which are 48 cents each, and our limes, which are only 10 cents each. Prices may vary. Check your local store.
Valentine's Day is coming up, and Simple Sleep Services has the perfect gift. Yes, a dozen roses and a lifetime of better sleep for both you and your partner. Look, if you snore, one of two things are happening. You're either keeping her awake or she's kicking you to the couch. Call Simple Sleep Services today for a free benefits check and diagnosis by a doctor who will prescribe the right custom-fit mouthpiece based on your snoring level. So complete your appointment by February 14th to get the roses and a better night's sleep. For the right solution to help you both wake up to better sleep, call 469-685-1700 or go to simplesleepservices.com.
It's 105.3 The Fan, brought to you by Account Temps with the top 7 at 7 and your first chance to win $1,000 at 7:16.
Payroll, bookkeeping, month end. Are you feeling short-staffed? Account Temps can provide accounting and finance professionals on a temporary or project basis when you need them to help with increased workloads. Call us today or visit accounttemps.com. Account Temps, a Robert Half company.
This is Rangers manager Chris Woodward, and you're listening to the home of the Rangers, 105.3 The Fan, KRLD FM, and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth.
A radio.com station. Live from Radio Row at Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Turn it on, leave it on with Shan and RJ right here on The Fan.
Counting the hits from across the land.
Top 7 at 7. 1. Top 7 at 7 is your radio sports page to get you set for your Thursday. Shan and RJ live in Atlanta. Super Bowl coverage from Radio Row, brought to you by our friends at Twin Peaks. Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of Super Bowl 53. Diamonds Direct with the hot seat, and the fan cam is rolling.
And it's brought to you by the Low T Center.
Jerry Jones called in unexpected to the Ben and Skin show yesterday and touched on a number of topics. No one knew that Jerry was calling. He did it earlier in the season. He did it again, and he was downplaying the team's lack of coaching announcements, saying, hey, we don't want to overshadow the Super Bowl. We don't want to interrupt with Cowboys news, breaking into all these different shows, previewing the big game. They asked him, what is going on with your play caller? Is Kellen Moore going to be the guy calling plays on Sunday for the boys?
Let's don't get ahead of ourselves. We're not trying to do something dramatic at the Super Bowl, because I don't know that that is that.
The Ben and Skin show is.
He's going to utilize. He's got a great situation here. I told my father and mother one time. I said, "You guys, y'all are responsible for me owning the Cowboys." And Daddy went, "Oh, son, now let's don't go that far. I can't." I said, "Wait a minute, Dad." I said, "Let me tell you why I'm going that far. I never had a day when I was worried, if I lost it all, that my kids would go to college. I knew, I'd never talked to you about it, but I knew you'd be there. And consequently, I got to cut and shoot more than a lot of people I was competing against. They gave me a big edge. Where am I going with that? The facts are that we've got in our coach, we've got a coach that basically now has a lot of experience. We want to benefit from it. He is a great safety net for everything that we're going to do with a young staff like we've got. I think we're in an ideal position.
You know, somebody pointed this out in the fan text that maybe what Jerry's saying with Jason has a great safety net is that, nothing's going to change. Kellen's the OC. Kellen's the play caller. But if it doesn't go right and it's a bad 4-week stretch, they just give it to Jason. Just move it over to him. He's the safety net.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know that that's something that we all want to see come to fruition, because if Jason calls plays this year, it means that they're struggling.
Right.
And they're 3-5 again.
Yes.
And they're going to have a difficult schedule again this year. They're going to have top-notch quarterbacks. They got a first-place schedule. A little bit different than what it was last season.
So it sounded like Jerry, he's like, we don't want to create news at the Super Bowl, take away, but Kellen is going to be the guy. That's what it sounds like. And Jason Garrett not getting an extension. Jerry said it doesn't mean he's on any shaky ground. And I just think he is on some shaky ground. I think that he's not going to get an extension in the offseason. That's my best guess. I don't know why Jerry's being so coy about it and running around it. He was more than happy to tell me and you that Dak was going to get his extension.
Look, I would like to see him get an extension. I think it's good for him to get an extension, even if it's just 1 year. That said, only in sports do we view a guy going into the final year of their contract as something of a oh my God, he's going to get fired.
Yeah.
Every single one of us is on the last year of our contracts in the world.
You should go to Spittle and say,
I'm on the last year of my contract. What are you doing here? What, you don't love me? You don't want me here anymore? Right. Are my jokes not good enough for you? Mickey Fisher, do I need to add a third leg to it? Do I need to add somebody else to Mickey Fisher? Do I have to keep losing it high-low on purpose?
Shut up. Jerry also had thoughts on Tank Lawrence and Cole Beasley making noise on social media. So the Twitter comments. Has Jerry heard about him? And what did he think? Tank is trying to put some public pressure on the Cowboys with his contract. Cole Beasley talking about the front office dictating who gets catches and touches. Here's Jerry on Ben and Skin.
Well, I wouldn't respond to it because it's like saying, what are we going to do if the first game there's an earthquake here in Dallas or a snowstorm? Right. What do you do? We don't.
All right, I think that cut was the Zeke holdout. Let's play cut 5, Troy. Jerry reacting to the Twitter comments from Tank and Beasley.
I make everything plus for DeMarcus and should. No one has given any more, gotten any prepared any better, and performed any better than DeMarcus has. So I'm all for that. And while I'm at it, these comments that these players make, the one Cole Beasley made, I love him, and that's Cole. I asked Cole when Cole first got here as a free agent. I asked him. I told him he played pretty good. We had him out at the stadium on the last practice of the spring, and he looked pretty good. No pads, just out there doing what you do in OTAs. And we had a little dinner for him after it was over, and I saw him introduce myself really personal and said, man, you look pretty good out there. That's I'm proud for you. And he said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Well, that's Cole Beasley. That's Cole Beasley. So I love Cole. And love what he's about, and do appreciate him as far as not just all of that, but appreciate him as a weapon to help us win football games.
Only Jerry Jones could be insulted on social media platforms by a player who's utterly replaceable and be like, I love it. I think it's great.
We told you he wouldn't care.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Only Jerry Jones could be insulted like that.
He does not care. So that's Jerry with the surprise call on the Ben and Skin. That was so awesome. Set the Metroplex on fire yesterday. That's why you have to turn it on and leave it on.
No good for Knox, and there's Dennis Smith Jr. grabbing his 10th rebound of the game to give him his second career triple-double.
And the bench is up, celebrating. And they're going to celebrate this three at Madison Square Garden. Dirk Gibson, season high in points.
This was an awesome night all around last night on Fox Sports Southwest. We all went to dinner. We went about 10, 12 deep down the street here in Atlanta. Made them turn on the TV to see the Mavericks beat down the Knicks at the Garden, 114-90. Dennis Smith Jr. delivered the second triple-double of his career. 13 points, 10 rebounds, a career high, 15 assists. Luka had 16, 8, and 5. And in possibly the final appearance there, Dirk scored 16, got multiple standing ovations from the crowd. Mavs try to make it 2 wins over the Pistons in less than a week. Tonight in Detroit, and tonight, I think more importantly, the NBA All-Star reserves will be announced.
This better happen. He better be an All-Star reserve. If he's not an All-Star reserve, there's problems with the players. There's problems with the coaches. The fans at that point would be the only ones who got it right, and the fans got it wrong.
All-Star? Kevin Durant. All-Star?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kev.
What if he's not? If he's not even on the All-Star thing?
Well, we're going to have to go down the list.
Is Kevin Durant right then?
We're going to have to go down the list, and we're going to have to see if,
I know.
He's more deserving people.
He is. He's more deserving. Just give me a name.
I think so, too.
Yeah. Just throw a name out there. He's more deserving.
I agree.
Except for James Harden. He's not more deserving than James Harden.
Donovan Mitchell. What if it comes down to those two?
Look, he's more deserving than LeBron is.
So what?
This year, LeBron's played half the games. How's LeBron deserving over Luka?
I'm not sure LeBron's going to be back by the time
there
the
you
All-Star
go. There you
is
go.
played.
Dirk scored 14 last night, Roy, not 16. But it was awesome all around at Madison Square Garden. And how about this? The Stars shut out Buffalo last night, 1-0. The captain, Jamie Benn, scored the game's only goal. Ben Bishop made 30 stops to preserve the W. Of the 20 goaltenders in the league that have started at least 30 games this year, Ben Bishop leads them all in goals against average and save percentage.
That's big. And in the NHL, they call it goals against.
Yeah.
That's how they pronounce it, goals against.
Against?
Yeah.
The Stars will face the Wild tonight. What, did you like that?
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
I've not heard that, but
that's an old like old Barry Melrose and Don goals against organization.
The hockey hawk, Gavin Spittle, with the Nuggets for the top 7 in a Stars shutout W. Nice. Roger Goodell finally spoke publicly yesterday. Now, before that, Sean Payton talked to the New Orleans media for the first time in a while. People think he was wearing a T-shirt underneath an undershirt that had Roger Goodell as a clown on there. So that was Sean Payton. He said he spent his time like 24 hours after the loss eating ice cream and watching Netflix. I didn't know the brand of ice cream.
I didn't either.
I see it. I have it in front of me. I'm just not sure what it is. Is it Jenny's?
Ben and Jerry's.
Haagen-Dazs, Ben and Jerry's, Dryers.
I'm looking at. I'm telling you, idiots, what it is. I just don't know what it is. Jeni. I said nothing about Jerry
no
or
idea.
Ben.
No idea.
Jenny's ice cream. Watch Netflix. But Roger Goodell was talking and trying to explain. He addressed the officiating. Which one do you want to go with, Troy? Defending the officials or technology moving forward?
No, the defending the officials. Yeah, they're humans. Yeah, we know what that means. But what about the technology? Take it away.
Whenever an officiating is part of any kind of discussion post-game, it's never a good outcome for us. We know that, our clubs know that, our officials know that. But we also know our officials are human. We also know that they're officiating a game that moves very quickly and have to make snap decisions under difficult circumstances. And they're not going to get it right every time. As I say, they're human. We have worked very hard to bring technology in to try to make sure we could do whatever's possible to address those issues. But technology is not going to solve all those issues.
You know, he sounds like a weird old man worried about robots coming into his house and taking his woman. It's like, yeah, we don't know about this technology thing. It's kind of fad right now that may or may not work. What do you mean? If it's going, I mean, my fault. My thing is, if it's going to tremendously slow down the game, a la baseball, then yeah, let's not do that. But if it's going to make it correct and not cost people their jobs and cost teams money, a la the Saints, then you should implement that.
Yeah, look, I mean, it doesn't even slow down. It doesn't even slow down baseball that much. I mean, the average one of these is like 2 minutes. I mean, that's not a big deal. I'll take that.
I'm more worried about big moments and game flow, like being halted and stopped and reversed versus how long the challenge takes. The challenge is actually a great thing for every TV set in America because it turns us all into officials.
Yeah.
You go on Twitter, you ask, you got about 90 seconds or 2 minutes. What do y'all think? Is it that you argue with your buddies in the room?
Yeah.
It's a talking point. It's a discussion point. But Roger said there has not been support throughout the league for using replay to throw a flag when none was thrown.
See, that doesn't make sense to me.
The league has been against that. He said they'll talk about it again, the competition committee, but there's been opposition to that in the past.
What's the difference between a flag being thrown and it being a missed call, and a flag not being thrown and it being a missed call?
Because
a missed call is a missed call.
Because it's just Pandora's box here is too big.
Like,
you saw the interference there, but did you see the hold there?
Yeah.
Are we gonna have 4 flags thrown on one play when there's no? I like the call from the officials and then reverse it that way, not the opposite way. It's just it's too complicated.
There's a report from on this Schefter that if the team loses the challenge of a flag, there could be some severe penalty.
A 15-yard penalty,
15-yard clock runoff, yada yada yada. It'll keep teams from just throwing things out there.
All right, I can't wait to unleash Choppy on this story. Yesterday, Robert Kraft was playing around with the idea of an extension for Tom Brady, blah, 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 whatever, who cares? The story that Choppy and Roy agreed on, the Pittsburgh TV employee who got fired for writing a caption that Tom Brady in their story was a known cheater. He put known cheater Tom Brady. KDKA in Pittsburgh, local CBS affiliate, said that they have a journalistic responsibility to provide unbiased reporting. Hang on. See you later.
Well,
be professional.
Well, okay. They also technically saying Tom Brady is a known cheater is unbiased reporting. It's factually accurate. Now,
why are you looking at the Boston station right to their face?
To make sure they listen to this, they hear it, and they know. They know he's a cheater. I mean, it doesn't matter that he's a cheater. Does it matter?
Stupid.
No, it doesn't matter at all. I don't care. But he is, in fact, a known cheater. That's just a fact of life. Like, he has been caught and suspended for cheating. You can't take that back. Journalistically, that was the right thing to do. Journalistically, he's more of a known cheater than the Patriots quarterback. Journalistically, he's equal.
Yeah,
he's equal.
If I was the kid, I'd be like, what was incorrect? What was not factual about my statement?
That's what he's the goat at. Getting away with crimes.
It sounds like a little personal, known cheater. You know, like where do you really see that in a headline? Like on TV?
But it's better than saying rumored cheater.
And also, what city was this?
Pittsburgh.
What team's in Pittsburgh?
Penguins, Pirates,
Yes.
Panthers,
I think we're missing one.
Steelers, Penn State's down the road.
Lincoln Riley was rewarded by the University of Oklahoma with a raise and an extension. He is set to make $6 million in 2019. There's also a yearly $700,000 stay bonus. And according to reports yesterday, Adrian Wojnarowski, the Pelicans have no interest in talking to the Lakers about a deal.
No interest.
Man, the Lakers are going to get shut out of a LeBron co-star.
Yeah, they are. It's going to be magnificent.
They're going to get shut out.
Yeah, it's going to be magnificent. He's going to waste away there, and they're going to hate. He's going to be persona non grata in LA forever.
When we come back, this guy has had the second biggest week of anyone. Tony Romo number 1, but with Jerry Jones calling in and Romo talking and Tank talking and Zeke rumors, Mike Fisher is here at the Super Bowl, working at dinner. Let's talk to him. Was that the unofficial announcement that Kellen Moore is the play caller yesterday? And you got to hear the audio of him and Michael Irvin here at Radio Row. The one and only
Mike Fisher.
After we hook you up.
You're appreciated. Here we go, fans and Cholos. It is that time of the day in which we kick off your day at the possibility of winning a grand every hour, 16 past the hour on 105.3 The Fan. All right, you have your phone handy. You know the number, but one more time, 72881, 72881. You text this word to that number for your chance to win $1,000. The word this hour is object, OBJECT, object. Go ahead and text the word object right now to 72881 for your chance to win a grand in this national contest.
The only way you can take the fan with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
Always better buy at Fort Worth Nissan. It's time to trade in and trade up with Texas-sized discounts. Right now, get $15,000 off MSRP on a new 2018 Type Core Shop. FortWorthNissan.com. See dealer for details. 2 or more at this place. Stock number JN 510090.
RJ Choppy here for my good friends over at Zero Res. How's your carpet? Is it clean, environmentally safe, and healthy for your home? The RJ Choppy Fan Special is an amazing offer for you. 3 rooms, pre-treated, cleaned, sanitized, for $99, plus 100 square feet of tile and absolutely free. That's just tremendous value. You are going to get a locally owned and operated company based right here in Dallas, Fort Worth, just to come and clean your carpets, and they're going to make them look and feel brand new again. The colors are going to pop. All the dirt, dust, and allergens that are trapped in the carpet fibers are going to be completely gone. All you got to do is call Zerorez and ask for the RJ Choppy Fan Special at 214-37-CLEAN. 214-37-CLEAN. 214-372-5326 or ZerorezDallas.com. Spell it backwards or forward. It spells the same as Zerorez.
Texas. Welcome to Save Yourself with Geico.
You casually maneuver to snap a photo of the guy at the restaurant who looks just like that one celebrity from that movie, and your flash goes off. You couldn't save yourself from the embarrassment of doppelganger guy noticing your paparazzi pic. But you could save yourself hundreds by switching your car insurance to Geico.
Yes.
You could save on motorcycle, boat, and RV insurance too. Plus, the Geico Insurance Agency could help you save on homeowners and renters insurance.
Okay.
While your flash-happy smartphone has become your biggest problem, you should know Geico is the second largest auto insurer in the country.
Nice.
Geico even offers 24/7 access to licensed agents in the award-winning Geico mobile app.
Ooh.
And while your impromptu photo shoot didn't go as planned, you could plan on saving more, like military and federal discounts, with your local Geico agent.
You couldn't save yourself from the shame of being outed by your camera flash, but you could save yourself hundreds with Geico online, over the phone, or at your local office.
Julie Leslie, COO, The Howard Group.
Oscar was my fourth interview for Director of Operations. It was overwhelming running day-to-day and being the COO as well, so I posted the job on LinkedIn. His profile was impressive, but what really connected with me was how passionate Oscar was about something as logical as operations. We started discussing Excel, that led to process flows, databases, agile development. When the interview became a geek out session, I knew we had to hire him. I don't know how we would have found Oscar without LinkedIn Jobs.
Find your next hire with LinkedIn Jobs. You'll reach people you won't find anywhere else. We look beyond job titles to learn who you're looking for. Then we match people with the right skills and experience to your role.
I thought we were looking for a Director of Operations, but we were really looking for an Oscar.
Start hiring with LinkedIn Jobs today. Go to linkedin.com/Dallas and get $50 off your first job post. That's linkedin.com/Dallas for your $50 off. Terms and conditions apply.
Don't live with pain? Try chiropractic. The Joint Chiropractic. Affordable pricing? Walk-ins welcome. No insurance needed. Visit the doctors at one of our 26 Dallas clinics or visit thejoint.com. The Joint Chiropractic. Relief. Recovery. Wellness.
Register at 1053thefan.com for your chance to win tickets to the Dallas Winter Boat Expo at Dallas Market Hall. The show will be in town February 1st through 3rd and February 7th through 10th. Tickets, details, and more info at dallasboatexpo.com.
At Planet Fitness, you can get down with your judgment-free self. Today's your last chance to join for only $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Planet Fitness has cardio, weights, and locker rooms that sparkle like a glass of New Year's champagne. Only $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Today is the last day to get down with this deal. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, the judgment-free zone.
It's your last day to join for $1 at any of our 35 area locations. Now open in Stephenville, NSN, Plano.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details. Yo, Ben and Skin here, and the big game is right around the corner. And Barbecues Galore has you covered with all your party essentials. Whether you need last-minute supplies like charcoal, rubs, sauces, accessories, yes, they've got you covered. Need a grill? They have grills starting at just $199. They have patio furniture, bar stools, fire pits, and they can finance those items. 24-month interest-free financing. Barbecues Galore has everything you need to get your big game party on like a champ. Stop by and let the experts set you up. Barbecues Galore, not just a barbecue aisle. It's a barbecue stove.
It's 105.3 The Fan, brought to you by Whataburger. Mike Fisher coming up next.
Stop by your hometown Whataburger and let him fix you a honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. A one-of-a-kind combo of 3 all-white meat chicken strips, 2 slices of Monterey Jack cheese, their honey barbecue sauce, all between 2 pieces of Texas toast. It's the delightfully tangy all-time favorite that you'll only find at Whataburger.
And we're back to Shan and RJ. On 105.3 The Fan, a segment brought to you by Frankel & Frankel at 1-800-LAWYERS. If you've been involved in an accident, it's not your fault. Call Frankel & Frankel today, 1-800-LAWYERS, FrankelFirm.com. Principal office, Dallas, Texas.
All right, he is out here, and he's doing work. He is grinding. I think he is going to try to make the case. Where's the Super Bowl next year?
Miami.
Oh, a fish in Miami.
Yeah, I'm going to hook myself a marlin.
Mike Fisher has been grinding. He had the headphones on at the dinner table last night. We had a Mavs party. He was loving that. And he apparently is putting Jerry Jones in the ground 6 feet under as Fish is joining us on the BuyerStacey.com hotline here from the Super Bowl in Atlanta on Shan and RJ. What the heck happened last night?
Yeah, and then along with our Michael Irvin stuff, to me, this is pretty good radio, although there's certainly nothing wrong with what I'm going to do today. To dress like a leprechaun. I'm going to wear a cardboard credential, and I'm going to interview people with an Australian accent. Oh, no, wait a minute. We already do that last one.
There's nothing. Wow. There's nothing better than asking Mike about journalism, pure journalism,
right?
And watching his skin actually crawl when he sees how people get attention out here at the Super Bowl.
But Sean, can't you do both? Aren't we having a ball and then also breaking stories left and right?
Yeah, man. That's why we got
tons of stories.
We got all around game.
The guys that are dressing like leprechauns and pirates are running to the radio to listen to us, so they have something to talk about in their pirate suits.
Well, I'm not sure if one newspaper in town credited Jerry Jones for giving them their entire page of stories.
That's true.
But we'll see. We're going to be above those shots for like 10 minutes.
Sure.
What happened with Jerry Jones?
Well, first of all, I announced apparently Jerry Jones's obituary. And my reports of Jerry Jones's death, like Mark Twain once said, are greatly exaggerated. My point was really about the future of the Cowboys and how increasingly, Stephen Jones is going to have his hand on the wheel and hand on the checkbook. And that motivated Jerry, who apparently was tooling down the tollway. And he made it sound like he was driving. He said Rosie was in charge of the helicopter today, so Jerry was driving. And it didn't sound very safe. And then, first of all, he ripped me pretty good and had some fun with it. And then Ben and Skin and myself just took him through the 5 or 6 Cowboy news items, and he was very newsy from there.
Okay, let's get to the news. It sounded like, even though he didn't want to break news at the Super Bowl, having respect for the week of the big game, that he kind of unofficially named Kellen Moore the play caller.
Okay, first of all, since when do the Cowboys not want to break news at the Super Bowl?
I know, right? I remember a couple years ago, Rod Marinelli and Monty Kiffin news. We were at the Super Bowl.
So, but maybe it's kind of been, maybe the league has kind of asked him, listen, you could run this whole damn thing down here if you want to. We prefer you don't. So that could be part of it. But yeah, Jerry's saying that there will be an announcement coming from Jason Garrett very soon, which I take to be Monday, about Kellen Moore, the elevation of Kellen Moore. And from what we've continued to gather, and then some of Jerry's kind of hints in there, Kellen Moore is going to be the offensive coordinator. He's the leading candidate to be the play caller. I thought it was interesting that Jerry mentioned Mark Colombo as being another young voice that's gaining a lot of respect. So in this mix is the new guy, Kitna, and Nussmeier, the tight ends coach, and Colombo's being listened to for his ideas. And then Kellen Moore will be the offensive coordinator, probably the play callers. Some of what Jerry talked about is the work in progress that we've talked about. And maybe, Sean, that's about, okay, which coaches are upstairs? Does Kellen Moore want to be down on the field calling plays? You have Nussmeier be the guy who's upstairs looking around. You have Kitna on the field. So that's some of the work in progress that we might not know until OTAs or beyond. They can kind of experiment with that.
One thing we talked about is the lack of extension chatter. If you had to put a percentage chance that he gets an extension this offseason, Jason, that is, where would you throw it? I'm really a believer, Chop, and you and I have talked about this, is just let him coach. Let him coach. I know. Yeah, you get this wrong opinion. It's great. It's okay, though. I understand it. I mean.
But my opinion is trying to reflect what the Cowboys might be thinking. He doesn't have an extension yet.
Right.
I suppose Jerry could give him an extension, on Monday, but I just don't know why you'd bother. There's 2 reasons, as we discussed last night, to give a coach an extension. One is to give him a hug, a big attaboy. Boy, you've been great. Here's some more money. Here's $30 more million. The other one is to ensure that he's got security so you can lure top-notch assistants here. Well, the staff's already built, so you don't need to lure anybody anymore. And Jason's already got $30 million, and a $5 million contract this year isn't that hug enough. Jerry making the point that he doesn't really want to discuss that issue, so he was non-committal there, but very much did endorse Jason Garrett as a guy that he believes now is in place to be really good this year, maybe on a one-year contract.
What did he have to say about Zeke? There's stories out there that Zeke is considering a holdout like Le'Veon Bell if he doesn't get his Todd Gurley-like extension. What did Jerry have to say about that?
Listen, this goes for Zeke and it goes for Tank Lawrence. Of course it's possible. Of course it's in your bag of tricks when you're an agent to say, if I don't get what I want, I won't show up to work. But Jerry's point on Zeke, and he was fantastic. He goes, that's like saying, what if there's going to be an earthquake in game 1 in Arlington? What are we going to do? He said, well, you don't really think about that. You don't plan on that. So he said, I don't want to give that concept any credibility by talking about it anymore. He just doesn't find it to be credible at this time. If that changes, he'll be the first to know. On Tank Lawrence, what I love about what the Cowboys have done here, again, people are talking about a Tank Lawrence holdout. And first of all, you can't be a holdout if you don't have a contract. That's an old-fashioned, dirty ownership trick to call that player a holdout. I'm not holding out any more than you are. You're holding out on me. Give me a contract and I'll come to work. So the ownership long time ago made up that word holdout to make the player sound like the bad guy. In this case, Jerry isn't doing any of that. He said, I'm paraphrasing here, is everything about Tank Lawrence is a plus. Now, does that sound like somebody who doesn't want to pay his all-pro defensive end? Doesn't sound like that to me.
I don't know where all the and I'm on the record. I'll apologize to Tank. I don't know why he keeps talking when all I've heard. Look, when they got rid of Dez, Steven gave us some hints in his comments. We're like, oh, that was weird. Oh, that was a shot. I've seen nothing but compliments and nothing but we want to keep Tank here. But Tank has this chip on his shoulder that disrespect is going to take place or that it already has taken place. If it already has taken place with his agent's little message of, well, hey, if there's an extension on the table, you don't have to accept it, be a free agent for a month, then I'll apologize if the Cowboys undercut him. I just don't know where this story's coming from.
Okay,
I really
but
don't.
Let me jump in. I think, Sean, we're reading too much into things. For instance, the agent tweet about extensions. Tank Lawrence he doesn't qualify for an extension. He's not getting an extension. He's a free agent.
Well, a new deal. A new deal. It's the same thing. Okay. You're splitting hairs here.
Okay, and but these things are important. We're talking about splitting $100 million worth of hairs. So I think it's important that we do our best to understand what they're trying to say. Same thing with Tank. I'm not sure, Sean, that saying your move is negative. I wouldn't have done it, but I don't think it has to be a negative. Maybe what Tank's saying, okay, I've made you my proposal. Now it's your move. Make one back.
The problem
don't get any negative vibes here. Maybe I'm wrong, but Jerry Jones didn't give off any negative vibes. And what he could have done is negotiate through us, right? He could have said, which owners say all the time, and they're right to say it. Hey, we're trying to fit guys in a budget. We've got a lot of talent. We've got to make sure Tank understands he's got to be part of the team. He didn't say any of that. He just said Tank is all pluses.
The problem for Zeke that Le'Veon did not have is Le'Veon could see that he could, get himself out of Pittsburgh, I think, easier than Zeke. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Zeke's got 2 years left.
He's got 2 years left. So let's not let Le'Veon change our minds on what usually happens here. Usually the athlete wakes up and says, oh, I don't want to miss out on $1 million a week.
Right.
Earl Thomas caved. Le'Veon's the only one who didn't cave, really. So, Zeke better be prepared for that. And his comment to Tank the other day was, must be nice to make $1 million a week. So be prepared. You got to be prepared to eat the $1 million a week and do it for longer.
Yeah, and not play.
And do it forever.
In Le'Veon's case, how's he ever going to get that $16 million back? He'll never get it back. That's right. That's money lost, foolishly lost.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
And the unwillingness to accept your lot in life. You're not a quarterback. You're a running back. This is the way it works. And I apologize. Here's $16 million. That's a mistake on the part of Le'Veon Bell's people. And I think even Ezekiel Elliott, as great as he is, needs to gauge what happened in Pittsburgh with Le'Veon Bell. What do they do in New England, where they draft their first-round running back, but they play Rex Burkhead? What do they do? Is the Todd Gurley signing really a good idea? Everybody celebrated it at the time, but now some fat guy who was a plumber a month ago splits carries with him.
Yeah, he got 4 carries in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, so be careful on what you ask for, and trying to negotiate in good faith. And again, indications from the Cowboys on these matters, including Cole Beasley, is that they're going into this with all positive vibes.
Mike Fisher here on the Fan. He is in Atlanta. BuyerSafety.com hotline on Shan and RJ. Anything else from Jerry before we get to this Michael Irvin audio?
Again, I want to repeat: Jerry Jones is alive. Alive, I tell you.
He is alive. That's breaking news. Now that, Mike, is your best exclusive of all time.
So the other Mike came in here, and I was told a media swarm came after the playmaker.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin walking into the room, and only one guy could cut the line and walk through all the rest of the reporters. Mike Fisher with Michael Irvin on Romo and the possibility of going into coaching. Bleep needed. Hit it, Troy.
Tony Romo's phenomenal at what he's doing. He's doing a great job. Now, it's easy to sit here and look at film and study it and say, oh, they're going to run this, they're going to run that. It's a whole nother thing when you got to control 53 brothers. You can't. You know, it's not just about calling plays. It's about dealing with those 53 personalities. And I don't care how great you call plays. If you don't know how to manage those 53 personalities, it will not get done. I'm going to tell you, Tony, stay right where you are. Don't let them sell you on this mess. If you have any questions, call John Gruden. He'll tell you how hard that is.
Whoa. And then Fish shuts it down. He goes, all right, you're free to go.
All right.
See you later.
Here's how brilliant that was by Irvin, because he brings up something that none of us have thought about. Tony Romo, for people that didn't follow it closely enough, people think that Tony Romo was like he trained Dak, and he ran the line.
You gonna hurt the feelings here, Mike. You better be careful.
Okay, but I'm telling you, part of what Irvin leads us to conclude, yes, Tony Romo is first of all, he's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
One of his smartest things he does is the way he manipulates the drama around it. It's incredible how Tony Romo has made himself the biggest story at the Super Bowl for no particularly good reason, except that he's a really good broadcaster.
Right.
The predicting of plays, as we've noted, and Brad Sham helped me write a story about this. Again, this isn't denigrating Tony. The predicting of plays is something that most NFL quarterbacks could do. It's the communication to the audience and the enthusiasm and all that makes Tony so special. But are you sure that Tony Romo, despite all his qualifications as a football brain, can run a team of 53 millionaire brothers?
Right. The next story, because we got to go, Mike, that we need to work on down the road when Tony really wants to do this, is former teammates saying Tony was what type of leader? Because you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Some Romosexuals, when they hear he wasn't necessarily, I don't know, name an amazing leader in sports history.
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin. He wasn't. Yeah. He was not Michael Irvin. We need to ask former teammates that story down the road. You're welcome, Fish, for another hit on your website. When we come back, child, we're at the Super Bowl. We can't play high-low. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
We're at the Super Bowl, man.
So?
You just want Troy to whip up a high-low in the commercial break.
No, it's Thursday at 7:40. I would have assumed he would have prepared one.
Well, thanks for telling me.
We'll see. It's kind of hard to put together in 4 minutes. We should give him the day prior.
We shouldn't have had to. It should have been prepared.
Sean, I need to remind you, you are the champion.
Oh, well, then we're playing high-low. Next.
Woo! Coming up in the next G-Bag Nation, we'll have on Brian Urlacher, who has been gushing over the Cowboys linebackers. Brian Urlacher will join us at 10:20, the Nation 10-3 here on The Fan.
Hey, everybody, Joe Tessitore here from Monday Night Football. I want you to join me at the Star on February 2nd. It is the highly anticipated WBO light heavyweight world title rematch between Sergey Kovalev and Aledir Alvarez. Tickets at SeatGeek.com or download the app today.
Good morning, Telos. Mike Fisher, the Fish here with Christy Cannon of the Cannon team, the finest in North Texas real estate. There goes that boom. I love, Christy, the way you and your incredible staff use technology to get me answers to all my questions. And one of the ways you do that now is via dfwhomeoffers.com.
We found that there is a need. There's a lot of folks out there who are looking at selling their house, but they don't want to go that route of the traditional market. They don't want to have people walking through. They've got things going on. They just want to get their home sold. So we have a site that we've created. We have multiple purchase partners. So rather than going out there and getting one offer on your home, we have the ability to get you possibly multiple offers from our purchase partners by you visiting dfwhomeoffers.com. It's a great site. It's easy. You put in your address and we get information over to you within 24 to 48 hours typically.
Christy, how do we get involved?
Call us, text us, look us up, 469-951-9588, or go to canonteamhomes.com.
Let's talk about your next ride with Dave Blasingame from AutoFlex, DFW's #1 choice to buy or lease. What do the fans need to know about the used car process, Dave?
Well, you know what? We have a great used car process because we have 3 different ways to go when you get a pre-owned car from us. A lot of people choose pre-owned cars now because new cars and new SUVs and trucks have gotten so darned expensive. But if you're looking for a great pre-owned car, maybe a lease return, and wanting to save money, you can do it one of 3 ways. One, you can, of course, purchase a used car, and we have a great selection of used cars that would give you, and trucks and SUVs, that would give you everything you would possibly want. But then if you decided to, you could lease one of those pre-owned cars and save even more money. And here's why. Because you're starting with a pre-owned car, that's going to save you 20, 30% right there. Then you're going to calculate it like a lease. You're only going to pay for the part of the car you're going to use. That's going to save you another 30 or 40% right there. Low down payment, low monthly payment, and lower payments at the end if you want to buy the car. And then finally, the flex buy. If you wanted to get the best of both worlds, you could flex buy the car. That way you own it, but we calculate it like a lease. So you drive it until the end. You have a guaranteed resale value. And if you want to buy it, you can, and there's no sales tax due. Or you can trade it in on another vehicle. And again, it works as a tax credit. So that'll save you several $1,000s when you trade cars. So there's 3 big ways to go and 3 great ways to get pre-owned vehicles from AutoFlex Leasing. If you wanted to find out how easy and how much money you can save it is, then you can call one of our offices today or visit autoflex.com where you can see all of our great pre-owned cars right there in one place.
Numbers are 234-1234 with any local area code. And Dave, why else should the Tolos call you?
Because we are the good guys.
Our coverage of Radio Row from Atlanta is presented by Twin Peaks, Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of Super Bowl 53. And you can watch us in our Low T Center fan cam at 1053thefan.com/fancam.
Well, the new year is here and you have all the debt. Now you got to get it refinanced. That's why TexasLending.com is here. Get a cashback refinance with TexasLending.com. For nearly 2 decades, we've been closing cashback refinances, and we are experts at getting them done. We can close that loan as fast as 12 days, and you can get cash out in as fast as 15 days. Call TexasLending.com today, 972-387-4600, or go online and apply with TexasLending.com.
4100 Alpha Road, Suite 300, Dallas, Texas, 75244. And MLS number 137773, Equal Housing Lender.
Indeed knows it's hard to find qualified candidates when you're hiring.
It's like finding a unicorn.
But when you post your job on Indeed, it's easy to find people with the skills you need.
Nurse practitioner, 4+ years experience, acute care certification.
Indeed has a huge pool of amazing candidates and screener tools that help you find your most qualified applicants.
Whoa, an entire short list of unicorns.
Now, get a $50 credit to give your first job posting premium placement at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply. Additional terms online.
Never saw it as a problem when I was younger. 2 cigarettes, 3 cigarettes. It wasn't a habit. My mom, she was always like, you need to get rid of them. Gave the jewel a real chance and found out I liked it. Found out it really works. The switch was easy. It was a no-brainer, really. This came from her, really.
Patrick made the switch December 2016. Make the switch at JUUL.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Listen to Shan and RJ for your chance to win tickets to see Third Eye Blind and Jimmy Eat World in their Summer Gods Tour 2019. Friday, July 26th at the Pavilion at the Toyota Music Factory. Buy tickets now at livenation.com.
Hi, Troy Hughes here from the future. And I'm with You.
Hey, me.
See, you didn't have enough money to go back to school and finish your degree, but Amberton University has degree programs starting under $10,000. Yeah, $10,000. So you were able to graduate and get a new job. Now you have more time to do the things you love.
I'm doing the things I love.
A degree can do that for you. So go to amberton.edu today. That's amberton.edu.
It's the ultimate Sleep Number event on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. The only bed that intelligently senses your movements and automatically adjusts your comfort and support on both sides. Your Sleep Number setting. Now ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses by J.D. Power. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Plus special financing on all smart beds during our ultimate Sleep Number event. Only for a limited time. To find your local Sleep Number store, go to sleepnumber.com. For 2018 award information, visit jdpower.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Super Bowl 53, Rams, Patriots. Hear it Sunday on DFW's home of the NFL, 105.3, The Fan.
This segment of Shan and RJ brought to you by Dallas Truck World. 3 locations, DFW, Dallas, Rockwall, Mesquite. Check them out online at DallasTruckWorld.com.
Oh, check it out. The guys are on the road. I'm in studio. I have no pants. That means it's time for High Low on 105.3 The Fan. Now, here's the deal. We are the home of the Cowboys and the Rangers, but we are also the home of the NFL. And this Sunday, as you heard in the promo, Super Bowl will go down. Pre-game at 1 o'clock, and then you get ready for the big game between the Patriots and the Rams, a game in which coaches and players will try to do their best, as well as a group of other people that will have 18 minutes to do theirs, much like these people. Super Bowl halftime performers. All of today's answers are people who have performed in past Super Bowls during the halftime.
Shoot.
Now we start with, even though RJ,
this is going to be destruction. RJ style.
We'll see. Don't feel so bad about this, Sean. The championship title is still around your waist at the moment.
Real quick, Troy. If you give does it have to be the person's name or the band that they're in?
I'm not going to have a clip of a band talking at once.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Idiot.
You're gonna have to. It's stupid.
I would need to know the lead singer.
-2 points for that.
Yeah, so you need to know the person that is talking in such clip. Sean, you are the defending high-low champion. High or low? This is for 3 points.
High.
High for 3 points. Take it away.
My house was here. Church was there. My aunt's house was there. My other aunt's house was right next to her.
Jimi Hendrix. Look at Josh Clark's face on the
Oh, my
webcam.
God. You are so going to lose this game. Wow. No, it's not Jimi Hendrix. For 2 points, name the past Super Bowl halftime performer. Born in Jersey, he was able to run to the Hall of Fame in 1999 in Cleveland, USA.
Bon Jovi.
Thank God. I didn't get anything close to
Jersey.
Bon
no.
Never done.
Do you just want to guess it now?
Springsteen.
It is Springsteen. Yes, Bruce
Dang it.
Springsteen. is
All
who we're
those
looking
Jersey
for.
people are the same.
Yeah, no, God forbid.
All those Tony Romo playlisters.
That's all crazy. No, Sean. So that is 1 point right there in high-low for the first round. RJ Choppy, Super Bowl halftime performers from the past. 3 points. This is high or low.
Let's go high, Gene.
High for 3 points. Take it away.
Nobody's handed me $40 million. I don't know about that. Looks good on paper.
Have fun with that one, Jack Wagon.
Katy Perry.
Oh, please no. Thanks for giving us a name.
It is not Katy Perry. For 2 points, name the past Super Bowl halftime performer, a former Michigan Wolverine. It took her 4 minutes to take a prayer and enter the music world.
I didn't know that she did the Super Bowl halftime, so I will say Madonna.
It is Madonna.
She fell off the stage.
Yes.
Or almost fell off the
she
stage.
did do it.
That's right. Yes, and she got a full ride to Michigan on a dance scholarship. So she is.
I knew she was a Michigan Wolverine.
So there you go, Madonna, and that is for 2 points. RJ Choppy is in the lead. Sean, you have 1 point. Roy wrapping up round one of High Low on 105.3. The Fan Super Bowl halftime performers from the past. 3 points. Where are we at?
Let's go with low, please, Troy.
Here we go.
I start my day with a nice workout, and then I take a shower or a long hot bath.
Sounds like me. How about baths?
Let's go with Katy Perry. Why not? She takes baths.
It is not Katy Perry.
Very
For
original.
1 point. Name the past Super Bowl halftime performer, a fixture.
2 points, right? 2 points.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, 2 points. For 2 points, name the past Super Bowl halftime performer, a fixture of pop culture and the paparazzi. She's been involved in multiple romances, some bad.
Gaga. Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga.
All right, I need to get this on the first one.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You do, because
If
you
I
are.
get eliminated, I'm going over there to my girl, Hannah Storm. Tall glass of water. See her?
No.
Uncomfortable
Yes.
picture the other year in the bar in Houston. Yeah.
I see the Rookie of the Year over
All
there.
right, let me
Barkley.
let me throw this. Let me throw this game so I can go talk to Hannah.
Oh, what is this, Fan Bowl? Okay, go ahead. High
Let
or low?
me go low.
Low for 3 points, Super Bowl halftime performers.
Well, I felt like there are so many couples that go through that, and it was a big part of my story.
I think she's done it. I think that was a girl voice. Let me guess, Beyonce.
It is Beyonce.
Oh, big.
Hannah, I'll be right there. Hannah, give me a second.
Oh,
All right,
yes,
I got
that's a
2 chances to
creeper.
tie this.
Yes, one of the more controversial performances when Beyonce performed that year. So, 3 points for Sean. So that means 4 points today. You're doing quite well for yourself. However, RJ, this is for 3 points. This is to eliminate Sean and take the title away from him. Super Bowl halftime performers from the past. 3
All right.
points.
For the win.
Not the win.
Hi.
Not
Well, for the- to take the lead.
Yeah, there
To
you
the
go.
lead. Hi.
Hi, here we go.
Never worked with Teddy Riley, but hopefully one day. And these guys have written songs that I say that were the soundtrack of my childhood.
To eliminate Sean.
Web guy Josh and Roy seem to know it. RJ seems to know it.
Bruno Mars.
Oh, get it, Josh. Dude, sit the hell down.
Wow. That's right.
D-bag in front of all these people.
Wow.
Man,
wow.
Just like in the studio. You are who you are outside of the studio.
These people.
Dang
Is that what we're
it.
saying now? These people.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna hang on a second. I gotta mark that. There, that's 5 points.
That is 5 points for you, Sean. You are done. But Roy White able to come through right now and send this to sudden death. High or low for sudden death Super Bowl halftime performers from the past.
Let's go low again.
And real quick, I want y'all to turn on the fan cam and watch what RJ does
Oh my
when
God.
it's someone's final turn, how annoying it is. This is why I snap all the time when he wins. Part of the reason, 1053thefan.com/fancam. Watch what he does while Roy's trying to concentrate.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Give it to me low, please, Troy.
Hum your favorite TV theme song. Making your way in the world today. Fix everything you've got. I know it said hum it, but I can't resist.
Please, Roy, do it for the people.
Why wouldn't it be her? I mean, why not again? I'll say it again.
Lady Gaga.
For the third time. Katy Perry.
He already answered. Stop waving your hand.
Katy Perry.
It would be a her if she was wearing a suit and tie. Justin Timberlake.
Oh man, I have so many people I want to thank here. Hannah Storm, giving me some good luck. This Charlotte radio station, the T-Bone. This is Skirt Steak over here.
Oh, no.
Remember Skirt Steak?
From Crosstalk?
From Crosstalk, Skirt Steak.
That's T-Bone?
Yeah, it's T-Bone.
Oh, my God.
Love that T-Bone. Love that T-Bone.
Congratulations.
Oh, man.
To
Wow.
Ralph
Amazing.
James Choppy. Okay. I'm just going to be honest. I know the boss is listening. He's going to get mad. I was outvoted on this next guest.
Oh, man.
I think, though, the fan cam numbers with who it is will go through the roof. 105. So if you turn it on to watch this D-bag taunt Roy, keep it on because I don't think you'll be disappointed. You may not hear me talk for the next 15 minutes, which you'll absolutely love. Again, I was outvoted on the next guest. It was a hard, strong no for me, but it was
a hard, strong something.
It was a hard, strong something. So let's see the results. My most anxiety over a Super Bowl segment is coming up next, along with your next chance to win $1,000 right here with Shan and RJ on the Fan.
Oh, this sounds interesting. But first, right now, ticket giveaway for the fans and Tolos that love to turn it on and leave it on. Do you want to go see Third Eye Blind and Jimmy Eat World as they come to the Metroplex? You, of course, can go get these tickets at livenation.com, or you can win tickets to go to this concert. 877-881-1053, caller number 10.
The one place to grab the Fan wherever you go. Radio.com. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
This CBS Sports Minute brought to you by the snoring experts at simplesleepservices.com. Get the right diagnosis, the right solution, the right treatment to help you wake up to better sleep.
From the Super Bowl in Atlanta, I'm Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. And if there ever was one guaranteed lock Super Bowl prop bet, it's that I would talk about Super Bowl prop bets. So if you're bored by simply betting on who wins, who beats the spread, or whether the combined score comes in over or under, here's a small sample of the seemingly endless exotic wagering propositions you can invest in. Will Jared Goff throw for more yards than Manny Machado's next contract is worth in millions of dollars? Will Tom Brady have more completion than the Knicks' total wins in 2019? I would say yes. What color Gatorade will be used to douse the winning coach? And in the wake of the NFC Championship fiasco, you can actually bet on whether or not the NFL will issue a report admitting that the officials missed a call during the Super Bowl. However, don't hold your breath on that one. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive Little Blue pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. Right now, get your first month supply for free. All you pay is just $5 for your medical consultation when you go to 4hims.com/body. After that, it's just $30 for a month's supply. Sure beats paying big bucks for just one blue pill, doesn't it? Plus, you won't need an awkward in-person doctor's appointment to get the prescription. Hims has doctors online who can prescribe the medication, and a pharmacy sends it right to your door. It's affordable, private, and incredibly easy. Nobody likes dealing with ED. Now, thanks to Hims, nobody has to. And that's really good news. To get your first order for just $5, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/body. That's 4hims.com/body for your first month for just $5. 4hims.com/body.
See website for full details. Not all services through the HIMS platform are available in all 50 states.
Nothing says I love you like a diamond. For centuries and across cultures, it's remained the universal symbol of love, romance, and commitment. And at Diamonds Direct this Valentine's, we're making it easier than ever to celebrate your love with diamond jewelry she'll cherish for a lifetime. Join us February 4th through the 14th for our best offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest financing with nothing down on any purchase. Choose from a special expanded selection of the most romantic gifts, rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, and bands. Get the guaranteed best price and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. And yes, all engagement rings are included. So come on, make it an unforgettable day for her with a special gift that symbolizes your love and commitment like nothing else. It's Diamonds Direct's spectacular Valentine's celebration with in-store appearances from top jewelry designers, an expanded selection including gifts as low as $200 and 5 years 0 interest financing on approved credit. February 4th through the 14th only, and only at Diamonds Direct.
Preston Road and Cherry Lane.
I can play basketball. I mean, not particularly well, so it might seem like a ridiculous thing to bring up. But when I started with SOTA weight loss, that's SOTA stands for state of the art. I told the nutritional counselors one of my goals was just to be able to stay alive. Yeah, really. And watch my son play basketball. But now, after dropping 176 pounds and keeping it off in maintenance, I can not only watch my son play basketball, I can play alongside him and not have to worry about leaving the court because I'm hurt or I can barely breathe. I really doubted that my goal weight was possible, but the people at SOTA continually gave me the plan and motivation to make it a reality, and now it is. So when you want to make your change a reality, make your way to one of the SOTA locations in Firewheel, Plano, Fort Worth, Southlake, Arlington, Dallas, or Frisco. You can also give them a call at 1-800-555-6521 or go to SOTAweightloss.com, where you can see the more than 1,300 reviews with an average score of 4.9 stars out of 5. That's SOTA. Wait for it. State of the art.
Have you heard Albertsons and Tom Thumb now deliver groceries to your front door? Simply go to Albertsons.com or TomThumb.com. It's the fastest and easiest way to get the freshest produce, quality meats, and everything in between. Hey kid, nice catch.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Whitten.
Albertsons and Tom Thumb offer same-day delivery, and you can shop by history, which means it's easy to reorder the things you love most. Try it for free today at Albertsons.com or TomThumb.com. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys.
Gavin Dawson with some special news from my friends at D&M Leasing, even though the feds are raising interest rates. I gave D&M a call and got them to do something special for our listeners. D&M's lowering interest rates for 2019, and they're offering the listeners no down payment and 60 days until your first payment. Ask for the G-Bag Nation special to get this extra low rate for our listeners. Any make, any model. Mileage forgiveness comes standard on every easy lease. Call D&M Leasing today at any local area code in 35 LEASE or visit dmautoleasing.com. If you're financing your vehicle for more than 48 months, you're doing it wrong.
It's 105.3 The Fan, brought to you by Kaboo. Your chance to win $1,000 coming up at 8:16. Oh my God. I'm looking at the webcam. Are you serious?
A festival unlike any other is coming to AT&T Stadium May 10th through 12th. Kid Rock, Ludacris, Miss Lauryn Hill, the Black Eyed Peas, Jim Brewer, and over 50 more legendary acts will be live. Visit KabooTexas.com. That's KAABOO Texas.com for details and to buy passes today.
This is the exclusive home of Dallas Cowboys football. KRLD FM and HD1, Dallas, Fort Worth. Let's go, Cowboys.
A radio.com station. Live from Radio Row at Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Turn it on, leave it on with Shan and RJ right here on The Fan.
All right, I was just told that the fan cam numbers have reached an all-time high for the week. Yeah. It's right there for our next guest, 1053thefan.com/fancam. It's Shan and RJ. I'm the home of the Cowboys, and sitting down in the Diamonds Direct hot seat is, I was out of studio the last time she came to town, WWE superstar, Charlotte Flair.
Hotkey 34!
Do you remember being in our studios, lovely 11th floor, and these guys nerding out when you went in there?
I remember your face.
Oh, you remember my face?
I remember your
What do you
face.
remember about? What do you remember? It's always good when somebody says they remember your face.
Hold on, but I'm also here with Special Olympics athlete Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Hi. We're tag teaming today, talking about their World Games in Abu Dhabi and WrestleMania.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of course,
April
those are going down.
Both of our Super Bowls, basically.
March 14th through the 21st.
Yes.
Special Olympics hosting their premier sports and humanitarian event, the World Games, for the first time in the Middle East. So that's very exciting. You were just in the Middle East less than a year ago. Yes?
Yes.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, no. WWE was. I wasn't.
Okay.
Yes.
My apologies.
Oh,
then.
God. Good prep work. Back to
That's
me.
okay.
What do you
That's
remember?
okay. I've been to the Middle East, though.
Okay.
Yes. Back to me.
Yes.
What do you remember my face? What do you remember?
Oh, that sounded terrible. I do. I just remember your face.
And you guys were nerding out. Roy, did you ask about anything?
Of course. So the last time we had you on, actually, one of my questions for you was, where do you think the women's division can go from here? Because you guys have made so many strides over the last couple of years, and the women's revolution has kind of taken over the WWE in the sense that I would make the case that right now your storylines and what you guys are doing is more compelling on a regular basis than kind of what the men are doing. And it appears now that
the segment's about to be over.
Well,
Long story short.
I don't want to take away from what
Absolutely
I don't want
not.
to take away from what the men are doing.
Absolutely not. But you
it's
guys
just
are
right now the women. I think it boils down to we have a lot more to prove, even though, I mean, we've proven ourselves, but it's always like every time you're on TV, you want the audience to be at the edge of their seat, buying what they're seeing, like soaking into the storyline. And you've got, like, for instance, on SmackDown, you've got 2 women that they want that spot, and you can feel that. And that competition creates, I think, a better product. And so I don't want to take away from what the guys are doing. It's just right now, it just seems like everyone's really invested in the women.
Well, and along those lines, WrestleMania 35 coming up here in a few weeks, and it appears that for the first time ever, the women's title match looks like it's going to headline WrestleMania. And when we had you in studio, you said that was the next step.
Yep.
If that is what ultimately
I think
happens,
that would be the pinnacle of the women's evolution.
Okay, so there would be nothing more to at least break barriers.
Well, no, because you just can't have, and I've said this before, you can't just main event one show and be like, that's it. You have to continue that momentum. So say it is, we main event WrestleMania 35. That momentum has to continue. You can't be like, okay, we've done it all, because then what you're working. No, it's like you have to continue to work for that spot. You have to continue to work for, I still want to main event Raw, SmackDown, other pay-per-views. That never goes away. I think it'll be the pinnacle, but that's just going to be that much more expectation and pressure.
All right, one more hard-hitting wrestling question before we get you to measure hands against Sean. We'll put you on blast here. Not on blast, but whatever. You can do what you want to do with it. You have this breaking news, legendary last name, legendary dad, okay? You still had to come up through the ranks.
Yeah.
Does it bug you at all that, like, they're able to bring Rhonda in and just throw her out there and she's...
Absolutely not. She's a star. I think she paved the way for women in a lot of different industries, and the fact that she has caught on as quickly as she has blows my mind, because it's one thing to be an athlete, but it's another thing to be a sports entertainer. And most people can be a part of our industry their entire career and not get what matters most, and she's connecting with the audience inside that ring.
What's she
so
like,
absolutely not.
What's she like behind the scenes?
She's awesome. But speaking of athletes, Erica is getting ready for her Super Bowl coming up in a few weeks. So Rhonda, superstar, but so is this woman right here.
Erica, it says you've earned medals in tennis, basketball, and cheerleading. Sean here is a state champion, actually, in tennis.
Mixed doubles state champion.
Yeah.
You think you could take him?
Yes.
Yeah.
We got courts around here, indoor courts if you want. We can play.
What would you say is your specialty? What do you enjoy most?
Well, she's going to go track and field.
Okay.
Track and
Abu
field?
Dhabi.
Great.
Yep. Her dad's her coach.
And I do a lot of sports.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Are you very excited?
Yes.
This is your 13th. You've been participating in the event for the last since 2005. How much longer do you think you can go?
All the time?
Yeah.
All the time.
Non-stop, Doug.
That's great.
No, but speaking of the women's evolution in WWE, one of the reasons that Eric and I are tag teaming today is also the ratio to male-female athletes in the Special Olympics is the highest or most equal it's ever been. So I think just with Rhonda, she transcended to our company, and then with what we're doing, I think in general is making a difference globally.
Is it a belt or a strap?
It's a title.
It's a title, but it's not a title belt. We just handed out
We
a
say
champion.
title.
Okay, so I told y'all.
I got yelled at.
It's not the big gold belt.
Seth Rollins yelled at me because I called it a belt one time, and now our boss is a big wrestler. He
That's
calls
because it's like
Yeah.
ingrained in
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
title.
and our boss calls it a strap, and that's
Yeah.
we're not going to get into
I
that,
think
but
that's
whatever.
inside. You call it a strap.
Yeah, it's spittle.
Oh wow, inside.
Troy, do you have a question back in studio, back home?
Oh, I don't know. After Roy already screwed up the interview at the beginning, but anyway, let me jump in here.
What, who doesn't ask 12-part questions?
It's all right. Listen, WWE superstar Charlotte Flair, right there, Radio Row on 105.3. The Fan. Sean, you'll actually be you'll be in on this conversation because I know how much you love men fighting women. So
Jeez.
at the Royal Rumble, Charlotte, Nia Jax came out. And Nia Jax actually got involved in the Rumble. She gets hit with the RKO by Randy Orton. She's getting back and forth. She's thrown over the
And
top.
a 619.
It was, the 619 from Rey Mysterio. It kind of opened the door from the past of intergender wrestling. And some people are kind of frowning upon it, like, I don't know if we should be doing it during this time when wrestling fans like me think it's awesome when you have people from the past like China and people that used to compete. How are you when it comes to intergender wrestling? Are you open to the idea, and which superstar would you want to face?
So at first, when I've asked that question, like, do you want to wrestle the guys? I'm like, no, because I just think it's harder storytelling wise. I mean, it's easy to wrestle a guy. Like it's an easy entertainment. It's an easy, like, oh, that
Low-hanging fruit.
It's whatever. It's harder to tell a good story with, when you're wrestling all female talent. But I thought Nia looked like a star and killed it on Sunday, and she added a lot to the men's rumble. She really did. Now, I don't think they could have just thrown anyone in there. I think a lot of it had to do was Nia's presence, her size. She could handle it. So now I'm like, I don't know, maybe it will open the doors, but I don't think it's something that should be, every week. I think it has to be like maybe once a year, novelty, or it takes away from the uniqueness of it. I don't want to see that every week. I'm sorry, I don't.
Speaking of being able to handle the punishment, though, obviously Nia, bigger body, but you're slender. You're not exactly like built like a brick house, and I don't mean that.
Well, you're married,
to be
Roy.
insulting in any way, but
She's
what
blushing.
I want to get to is you guys are trying more dangerous moves than you ever have before. You're shooting star press from a woman.
Oh, I'd want to wrestle AJ.
Okay.
That's my
There
person.
you go.
That's the guy.
That's
You would
it.
want to
All
wrestle
right.
Because he's like my mentor, so.
Hey, you want to
think
kick
he'd
his
be-
ass?
Duh.
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 When do you take time off?
I don't.
Okay, because you guys are working.
I got things to do.
365 days a year, 7 days a week. You were in Phoenix just earlier this week, and here you are at the Super Bowl. What's your next plan? Where's your next travel arrangements?
I am Vancouver Saturday. Couldn't tell you the rest of the loop. I end up in Seattle on Tuesday. What is it, Vancouver? I don't know. Vancouver to Seattle, live events between there. Next big pay-per-view promoting will be Elimination Chamber in Houston. Yeah, but it's the road to WrestleMania. It's going to be busy.
All right.
Do you know how many air miles you currently have?
You can't take her air
I
miles,
think I've got about
RJ.
500 with each.
Okay. All
I
right.
think I know that.
All right.
Charlotte Flair here on the Fan. All right, last one. You go out tonight in Atlanta, and you get to take 3 other superstars with you to have a great time.
3?
Guy, girl. You got a table for 4, and you're going out afterwards. Who are the other 3, and why?
R-Truth.
Oh, yes. What's up?
Who's that?
Nia.
Oh, Sean, just be quiet, Sean. Don't want to talk.
Nia, my heater. I'm trying to think of
And what?
AJ, because he's a Georgia boy.
Okay.
Who's another girl?
And why for the?
I get 4, don't I?
Yeah, throw in another one.
Yeah, you can
We'll pull up a chair.
Yeah,
at the
we'll
table.
get a booth in the
Who's another
NC.
girl? Maybe I don't like anyone else. I don't know.
Good answer.
Are you someone that has more guy friends versus a ton of girlfriends?
Well, I work in a male-dominated industry, so a lot more guy friends.
Okay.
All right.
Were you always like that growing up? Obviously, being around it all the time.
Just playing so many different sports. Yeah.
What was your best sport?
Well, I played volleyball in college.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Where's your robe? I was expecting you to come in here in full gear. Knee pads,
RJ.
everything.
Nope.
No?
But people have asked me to do that before. Is she going to wear her gear into the station? No.
No, it's not
I'm
happening. Charlotte Flair here with Special Olympics athlete Erica, and you guys are getting ready for fantastic events yourselves.
Yes.
Tennis later today.
Track and field. Oh, you guys are going to play tennis.
We're gonna play tennis.
You have a gold medal in tennis, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Excellent.
He has a banner at his high school.
I know you can beat Roy in tennis. I
There's-
kick his butt every week.
There's no question. If you fire it to my backhand, I'm done.
Okay.
She's like, got the weakness.
Done.
Charlotte, thanks so much for sitting down
No,
with
thanks
us.
for having it.
Thank you
or
both.
having us.
There it is. Let's see if she remembers you next time, Choppy.
She will. Look at this face. Can't forget this.
WWE superstar Charlotte Flair sitting in the Diamonds Direct hot seat here on 105.3 The Fan. We're going to have Thurman Thomas, Herschel Walker, and Dak Prescott today.
I can't wait for this because we're going to have Dak on, and then I'm going to compete against him in a skills competition. Okay.
Yeah. So how's this going to work? Dak joins us at
all right. So
9:20.
I found out some details on this. This is really cool. It is through Sleep Number. We're going to do a skills contest, completely aware and alert. and then they are going to somehow simulate sleep deprivation.
What?
And we're going to have to do it again.
So you guys, in order to give Dak Prescott a chance to win an accuracy competition, the rest of you have to be put to sleep.
He's going to be put to sleep too.
Oh, he is?
Oh, yeah. We're all going to be knocked out.
Okay.
We're going to be on so many drugs. It's going to be
Is
amazing.
he going to listen to one of Garrett's press conferences we had?
Stop it. That's not fair. Stop it.
All right. So that's going to be Dak and
Yeah.
Choppy in the media.
I hope
later.
he keeps that same energy when he sits down with him. I hope he tells him to his face he's going to beat him in this throwing competition.
Well, I didn't just say I was going to beat him, did I?
No, he didn't say that.
Okay.
I mean, I am.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I didn't just say that.
Yeah. So look now, look at all the people crowding around for Charlotte. All of a sudden, our boss shows up, Tim Collins. Tim Magic in his white tuxedo shirt on the fan
Yeah,
cam.
he dressed up. He didn't wear sweats and sleeveless shirt today.
Yeah.
Do you like Foreigner? I know the drummer.
Tim is a big wrestling guy. And there you go, guys. What'd you think? Charlotte Flair.
Roy.
She's gone now, so we can talk about
You
it.
couldn't mess up the first question.
Doggone.
Do you remember what
So
happened? Okay.
one fan texted in, Troy, and reminded me why she wasn't in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh my God. So Sean, basically WWE did a money grab. That's what it was. They went to Saudi Arabia for an event called Crown Jewel. The women were not allowed to wrestle because it was in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
right.
it was like a huge controversy where they're like, we don't want women wrestlers here. So when RJ brought it up, or Roy brought it up, I'm back here going, oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a bit of a landmine there, wasn't it?
Yikes.
That's okay. We enjoy uncomfortable radio.
Or I guess
She does it, but we do.
Saudi's case an ID.
Yeah. So there's Charlotte Flair sitting down with us on the fan. How are the numbers up on the fan cam, Josh? Numbers were up.
Highest all week.
How could they not be?
So it's almost worth it.
She is so hot in person.
She's very attractive.
She is very
man.
attractive.
Yeah.
And you kept your eyes up the entire time. I was amazed.
Man, that was
That's why you get on the. That's why you get on the fan cam, brother. That's why you get on the fan cam.
Yeah, I wondered if the fan cam caught anyone's eyes like looking in a certain direction.
I mean, I'm sure you could fake it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to top RJ after his Googling of Pat McAfee. My God. Dude,
Listen,
you were
okay.
you couldn't stop staring at him.
Sometimes you meet someone that you feel like you've been related to since birth.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a few people.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee is one of them.
All right. When we come back after the $1,000 giveaway, this guy we've said no to in the past. He's been a villain, a cowboy DFW villain. I think we're ready to change that. He did film breakdowns on the Cowboys stuff the entire season. I think we should take him out of the villain category.
He's amazing.
He sits down with us next, right here with his crooked finger on 105.3 The Fan.
You're appreciated. But here we go, Tolos and fans, to show that you are appreciated. We'd like to give you a chance right now to win some money on the DFW Sports Station 105.3 The Fan. Second time this morning, but not the last time. We do it every hour, 16 past the hour until 6:16 with Ben and Skin. The number 72881 72881. The word you want to text is soda. Soda, not state of the art weight loss. No, it's soda. 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 Soda, as in what you drink, not what you lose or use to lose weight. 72881 right now for your chance to win $1,000 in this national contest.
The one place to grab the fan wherever you go. Radio.com. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
Always a better buy at Fort Worth Nissan. It's time to trade in and trade up with Texas-sized discounts. Right now, get $15,000 off MSRP on a new 2018 Titan or shop FortWorthNissan.com. See dealer for details. 2 or more at this place. Stock number JN 510090.
Sean Shreve here for the team of attorneys for the Tolos, Frankel and Frankel. 1-800-Lawyers is the number to call if you get involved in any type of accident and it was not your fault. Someone wasn't paying attention. They were putting on their makeup. They're looking at their cell phone. It's an 18-wheeler who's tired after a 19-hour day. Maybe it's pulling out of your house. Maybe it's in your work parking lot. You get the point. If you get involved in an accident and someone else caused it, call Mark and Scott Frankel, 1-800-Lawyers. 1-800-Lawyers, and they're going to take care of everything like they do for us at DFW Sports Station, the insurance company. They're going to deal with the rehab that you may need. What about the replacement vehicle? all the stuff is a pain in the butt in the middle of your week or right before the weekend, let Mark and Scott Frank on the team of attorneys handle it for you. 1-800-Lawyers. 1-800-Lawyers. The phone call is free, so do what we do. Call Franklin Franco. 1-800-Lawyers. Principal office, Dallas, Texas.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive little blue pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. Right now, get your first month supply for free. All you pay is just $5 for your medical consultation when you go to forhims.com/order. After that, it's just $30 for a month's supply. Sure beats paying big bucks for just one blue pill, doesn't it? Plus, you won't need an awkward in-person doctor's appointment to get the prescription. Hims has doctors online who can prescribe the medication, and a pharmacy sends it right to your door. It's affordable, private, and incredibly easy. Nobody likes dealing with ED. Now, thanks to Hims, nobody has to. And that's really good news. To get your first order for just $5, you need to go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/order. That's forhims.com/order for your first month for just $5. forhims.com/order.
Nothing says I love you like a diamond. For centuries and across cultures, it's remained the universal symbol of love, romance, and commitment. And at Diamonds Direct this Valentine's, we're making it easier than ever to celebrate your love with diamond jewelry she'll cherish for a lifetime. Join us February 4th through the 14th for our best offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest financing with nothing down on any purchase. Choose from a special expanded selection of the most romantic gifts, rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, and bands. Get the guaranteed best price and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. And yes, all engagement rings are included. So come on, make it an unforgettable day for her with a special gift that symbolizes your love and commitment like nothing else. It's Diamonds Direct Spectacular Valentine's Celebration with in-store appearances from top jewelry designers, an expanded selection including gifts as low as $200 and 5 years 0 interest financing on approved credit. February 4th to the 14th only, and only at Diamonds Direct.
Preston Road and Cherry Lane.
Watch your green grow at Central Kia. With super low payments on acres of new 2018 Kia Soul, Fortes, Optimus, and Sorrentos. America's best value.
866 Central.
We're just one call away.
It's so easy.
CentralKia.com.
Listen to the Ben and Skin Show for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Carlos Santana and celebrate his landmark Supernatural album and his historic 1969 Woodstock performance on the Supernatural Now Tour. It's going down Saturday, July 6th at Dos Equis Pavilion. For more ticket information, go to livenation.com.
Third Eye Blind and Jimmy Eat World. Summer Gods Tour 2019 with special guest Ra Ra Riot. The Pavilion at Toyota Music Factory, Friday, July 26th. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at livenation.com. Third Eye Blind and Jimmy Eat World. Part of the Verizon Concert Series.
Specs would like to remind you that February 3rd is coming up fast. Are you ready for America's favorite day to scream at the TV? It's the holy grail of football, friends, and fun. So hurry into Specs and stock up for your big game party with lower prices on a stadium-sized selection of craft beers, fancy dips, and Specs excessive celebration-inducing gourmet snacks. Come get down-set delicious at Specs. Cheers to savings.
It's 105.3 The Fan, brought to you by DFW Airport Parking. We are back on Super Bowl Radio Row next.
DFW Airport makes parking for air travel easy as a click with new prepaid parking online. Just click, park, and save up to 50%. Plus, use your toll tag to make parking even easier. Visit dfwairport.com/park.
And we're back to Shan and RJ on 105.3 The Fan, currently 45 in the Metroplex. Chance of rain later tonight. Segment brought to you by mycomputercareer.edu as well as Mark Rubin. Rubin and Associates at 1-800-Lawyers. He'll talk to you personally, take control of your debt, eliminate the stress, allow you to live life again. It's Mark Rubin. Give him a call today at 1-800-Lawyers. Rubin and Associates.
We have removed the villain tag from our next guest here on the home of the Cowboys. Shan and RJ 105.3 The Fan, associated with Philadelphia and all the Cowboy bad blood between us. But now, after what he did this year on Twitter, we've removed the tag.
Yeah.
We watched all these. Players watch all these. We use it on our show. And sitting down right now in the Diamonds Direct hot seat from the NFL Network, Brian Baldinger.
Well, good morning. Good morning. I mean, I wore the star for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm attached. They wrote me checks for 6 years.
But you turned.
I didn't turn. I made one comment that people didn't really listen to, clearly.
Yeah.
Zeke likes me, so I'm a big fan of Zeke, so we're cool.
Okay.
But, yeah, we can eliminate all that.
Okay.
That past.
The Baldy's breakdowns.
Yes.
How did it come about? This is you basically in the film room evaluating the games right after Sunday or Monday or whenever. Just tell us how this all came out on Twitter.
Well, I mean, I just think that there was a big void between what was really going on in these games and what was being reported. Either during the game, as an analyst, you get 12 seconds to tell what happened on the play. Well, you don't. It's a very complicated game that moves very fast. There's a lot of moving parts.
Right.
And you have to slow it down to see what happened and why a play worked, didn't work, why a team is in the tank, why a team is struggling, why a team is excelling or getting on a streak. And so there's so many different factors. It's play calling, it's alignments, it's why are wide receivers blocking defense ends. It's just, there's just things that happen. And so I just thought fans need better analysis. There was a big void. And I sat there and I'm watching this stuff going, let me just share this. And it just connected. It connected with fans and players.
Yeah.
Not just here in the NFL, but around the world that followed the game.
I remember one play. It was the Seattle game. Bobby Wagner goes untouched and stops. I think he stopped Zeke.
Yeah.
And everyone was, blaming the O-line, blaming Dak, blaming Zeke. And your whole thing was, how do you dare call that play in that situation? It's just I love how you just kind of not even take the opposite approach. You just take a different look at the whole thing.
It's completely unfiltered. I do all 32 teams. I work for the NFL Network. I mean, I know by the time we get into the season, we're talking about 8 teams. So if you're a fan of the Cincinnati Bengals this year, they probably never got mentioned. It's not fair. I mean, there's reasons why the coach is gone or the defense coordinator was fired after the Saints game. And so, I mean, those fans deserve, and they're just as loyal as all the other fans. So I thought all 32 need to get represented.
Now, players followed this and commented, right?
In real time. Real time. I mean, if I said something about Jalen Smith, the real Jalen Smith.
Yeah.
I know all the Twitter handles on top of my head. If the real Jalen Smith, like if I said something about his speed or he's just a moving collision, like a high-speed car crash. Almost as quickly as I tweeted out, it's being retweeted by him.
Yeah.
Or liked.
Yeah.
Or commented on. Because sometimes I don't get it right. So, I mean, they'll straighten me out too.
All right. We want the entire film breakdown on what you saw from the Cowboys. So as things currently stand, Jerry Jones, unscheduled, called into the station last night when we were talking about why aren't you making coaching announcements? What's going on? Is Kellen Moore the OC? Jerry said he didn't want to disrupt the news of the Super Bowl week, but he basically said Kellen Moore was going to call the plays.
Okay.
What do you know about Kellen Moore? John Kitna, quarterback coach. People want to run Jason Garrett out of town still. Boring, not creative offense. The Dallas Cowboys on offense to you look like what, and what could it be, Brian?
Well, I mean, it changed obviously after the Amari Cooper trade. I mean, I sat there at NFL Network on one of these draft inside training camp shows going, the Cowboys going to dress as wide receiver. Don't give me Hurd and Tavon Austin. They're not beating man coverage out there.
Shots
Can't
fired.
beat man coverage.
It's true.
Yeah.
So as soon as Amari, who's got a great skill set of running routes and separating and winning, Dak became a better quarterback. The offense looked a little bit different. I know Kellen Moore. I know him from going back to Boise as a Detroit Lion, backup. He wasn't a starting quarterback. The Cowboys found that out. But I think he's got a good mind for the game. But calling plays is a skill. There's an art to calling plays. There's a rhythm. There's understanding what the quarterback needs, wants. There's like a deep connection you got to have. That I know John Kitna a long time since he played for the Barcelona Dragons in 1997, and he won a World Bowl over there. And I followed him in Cincinnati all the way through his career. So I know John. He's been coaching a long time, high school level. I think he's going to be good. I think he'll be good in the building. I think he knows the Cowboys structure from being there. I think they know how business operates from Jerry and his sons and all that. I think that helps. But it is going to come down to what is the offense going to be. And I don't know. I mean, obviously you're going to have Zeke. You got to figure out your left tackle and center. Is Tyron on the way down? Is he still an elite player?
Is he?
He's not the same guy he was 2 years ago.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, I want to see if there's procedures he's going to do to get that back right. It obviously bothers him. The center, is he coming back? And he does come back, is he the same guy? Is Connor Williams the answer at left guard? We saw Xavier replace him and he played better. So in his second year, does he grow to that position? So they got to get that fixed. And, are they going to get, is Blake Jarwin or Dalton Schultz, are these guys real tight ends? Are they guys that can really win in the red zone and on third down?
Do you know every team's personnel like this? It's pretty impressive.
What's your favorite offensive line to watch?
I mean, I think if you look at what the Rams have done, they've been impressive, really impressive. They line up. I mean, Aaron Cromer does a great job.
Why did they kick our ass so badly against a really good run D? Why did the Rams run it down our throat? Jerry tried to tell us they got the wrong cleats out there in a muddy field.
And then the Rams are saying they knew our defensive, kind of signals.
How can you explain what happened? How they ran it down our throat?
So the Cowboys are a big stunt move team. Okay, nobody lines up in front of you. They're not built like that, And so Anton Woods is the only guy that has any size up front. But Malik Collins are all move guys.
Yeah, they don't value that.
Huh?
They don't value that.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, they want to run and chase. I mean, they play 100 miles an hour. When Ron Marinelli, if you think you play hard enough, Rod will show you how you can play harder. So they play on effort. But the Rams lifted them up and moved them off. They punctured them at the point of attack. They lifted them up with double teams, and they moved them off the line of scrimmage. And they moved the line of scrimmage. They didn't allow them to penetrate, which is their game. And so they were really good. Sealing, they were great plumbers that day. They sealed all the leaks.
Brian Baldinger, NFL media, Baldy breakdowns on Twitter. When you're watching the Cowboys offense, are they running outdated routes, concepts, schemes? That's been a major criticism of Scott Linehan, Jason Garrett. Or is that stuff overhyped?
No, I think it's outdated. I mean, how many plays did you see on 3rd and 9
to the sticks?
They run to the sticks to get covered. Like they're sitting there at the sticks, waiting for them to show up. Like there was weeks. Now that's a little bit different as the season went on. There was days when you go, and then you're checking it down when everybody's covered. There's nothing worse for a fan than on 3rd and 9 throwing a 2-yard route. Like you've got to attack. You have to attack. And so whether it's bunch formations you get man, the man beaters out there, the zone coverage beaters, like there's certain concepts that you've got to have right now. The pre-snap motion and all that stuff that you see the Rams and the Chiefs. Look, outside of the Patriots that have that figured out, I was talking to Thomas Davis yesterday for the Carolina Panthers. It creates dirty eyes. Mm-hmm. Your eyes are in the wrong place. You got dirty eyes, it messes you up.
Pre-snap, so forget I'll move on to that in a second. When you're talking about the check down aspect of it, how much of that though is the quarterback doesn't want to make mistakes, like this quarterback, like he just doesn't want to make mistakes.
You can't play with fear, but at the same time, if you're not look, Tom Brady is an outlier. He can hit a moving belt buckle from anywhere, and that's what he does. 5 yards at a clip. You want to take him to the state fair and win the biggest teddy bear in the rack. I mean, he's going to pop every balloon. But if you don't have that type of accuracy built in, then you need help, and that's where Dak struggles at times.
But if we said, Brian, when you watch all these offenses, the Cowboys would be at the bottom in terms of creativity and scheme, you would say that that's accurate.
I'd say they're in the bottom 10.
Okay.
Bottom 10.
Can you win in today's NFL then if you're consistently built around the ground game? In today's NFL, can you win with that formula?
Well, I mean, when the running game got shut down against the Rams, what happened? All right. So, I mean, you can shut the running game down if you really want to commit to it.
You can shut anything down, though, right?
You can shut anything down. I mean, it's hard to do everything.
Yeah.
But if you take Zeke out like they did, what was left? So you've got to. The problem with the Cowboys all year had been they need bunch type plays, the 20 to 30 yard gains, and Amari got some of them for him. Zeke created some, but they couldn't create those.
On defense, do you think Byron can be an elite corner? What do you think about Van Der Esch? And what about paying Tank this franchise DN money?
Well, I would pay Tank. I'd pay him. I think he's an elite player. He gives you elite effort. Now, sometimes when the guys get the big fat check that they've been dreaming of, they don't play with the same effort. I don't know how he's wired. I have a feeling he's going to play the same. Byron, I think, could be an elite player. I mean, he's just an elite athlete. I love the way they play. I did not understand for a second putting Sean Lee back in the game. For a second. Leighton Vander Esch just moves at a different speed, and so does Jalen. And the way that they played in combination, they were something to watch. I loved them. Now, I love Sean Lee. We all do. But it made no sense putting him back. I mean, he got replaced. So why would you play him? Like, I was watching the game going, I understand Sean Lee and what he brings and what he's meant. But I also watch these two young guys play, and they're the future. So play him.
How far back do you think Jalen is from the Notre Dame tape?
It's remarkable. His change of direction right now. And I think it's kind of hard to go back to Notre Dame in pre-Fiesta Bowl, but his story is, I never get tired of telling the story. I remember talking to the training staff, and it was 2 hours to tape that foot just to get him to practice.
Wow.
And all the stuff he did. And he never talks about it, and he never brings it up. But here he is. I think if he's in the 95 percentile, I don't think I'm being wrong.
Romo going to be a good coach one day?
Is he going to coach?
Yeah. I don't know. Is he?
I have a date set with Tony after the Super Bowl to come into our new show, The Film Sessions, that's being produced by NFL Films, and it'll be shown on NFL Network. And he wants to break down all 5 rookie quarterbacks this year. And I think he's going to tell us why Sam Darnold's going to be better than all of them.
He loves Darnold.
Loves him.
Loves him. But Choppy kind of said this at the beginning of the week, and now I'm hearing some other people say it, is what Romo is doing in these broadcasts, that is the knowledge and observation of predictions uncommon, or is his delivery of it uncommon?
Like, I think that most quarterbacks in the NFL could do what he does. Like, he just articulates it really well.
No, I think I've done it. I've been in the booth a bunch over the last 2 years with Tony, and some of the games I've done doing national radio. And I remember I was in Chicago with the Jets, and he was there with Jim. And he's just incredible. Like, he doesn't have a tie on until he has to put it on. He's just very, very loose. He's not like inundated with a bunch of notes and all that. Like, he's not, his brain isn't, it's just free. He's just letting it fly, you know? And I think people just like just the freewheeling nature that he does it with. And he loves the game, and it comes out. The joy of the game comes out.
The prediction aspect of it, how rare is that? Like, this, if this is coming down, this is what's going to happen. Why haven't other analysts done that in the past?
Well, you can look at these. You can look at a team, what their tendencies are, is the way he does. And you can look at defense to go, there's they've got Gronk out here. He's going to run a slant. All right. I mean, it's not like it's a new play. It's a slant, you know. But look, the middle's open, all right, and it goes to Gronk. I mean, it's not that hard. It really isn't that hard.
Brian Baldinger, NFL Network, sitting down in the Diamonds Direct hot seat.
Yeah, you're with the Low T Center here today. What do you got with them?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not quite the same man I was 10 years ago. So, anyways, you can go to these Low T centers. You get your testosterone scores measured, and they're probably not the same as when you were 30 or when the Cowboys were winning Super Bowls, you know?
Right.
So, for me. And then they also address sleep apnea, thyroid conditions that can lead to, you know, poor work performance the next day and just being fatigued and all that. And you can get yourself right back up to speed, really, with one visit. And I would recommend anybody, you know, in their 30s and after to make that stop.
Brian, we love what you do, man.
I appreciate it.
Keep it up. The Baldies breakdowns.
Tell all your friends and enemies.
Yeah. All is forgiven.
Yeah.
All is forgiven in Cowboy country.
They used to be your enemies.
Brian Baldinger right here on
Appreciate
the Fan.
it.
Thank you. All right, our next guest is a Hall of Famer, an all-time great. It's Barry Sanders. It's Emmett. And then it was this guy. Next, from Atlanta, Shan RJ, right here on the Fan.
Coming up in the next G-Bag Nation, we'll have on Brian Urlacher, who has been gushing over Cowboys linebackers. Brian Urlacher will join us at 10:20. The Nation 10-3 here on the Fan.
Hey, Bennett Skinny for All Pro Foundation Repair, who prides themselves on being the first foundation repair company to provide all forms of foundation repair. To make sure you get the best solution for you and your home, call 877-MEAN-GREEN. That's 877-632-6473. Or go to allprofoundationrepair.com.
Home values in Texas have gone up for the last few years. You may have a lot of equity in your home. You know what? I want you to keep that equity. More importantly, though, I want to make sure that you have debt payments you can afford. If you have a lot of credit cards out there, you can save a ton of money with TexasLending.com with a cash back refinance. How much money? On $20,000 of credit card debt, refinancing that to a cash back refinance can save you over $600 a month. That's over $7,000 a year in savings by refinancing $20,000 of credit card debt into a cashback refinance mortgage with TexasLending.com. Call us today at 972-387-4600. We are experts at cashback refinance loans in Texas. We've been doing them over 17 years, and we're here to help. 972-387-4600, TexasLending.com.
When you think mortgage, think TexasLending.com.
4100 Alpha Road, Suite 300, Dallas, Texas, 75244. And MLS number 137773. Equal housing lender.
Mike Bassick here for Soda Weight Loss. Sometimes our schedule changes. I'm in Atlanta right now, and I can't cook because I'm in a hotel for 6 days. The staff at Soda understands. We have talked about the challenges, and I'm ready. The Soda coaches have given me a game plan. In fact, Soda Weight Loss has been vetted and chosen as the official weight loss and nutrition program of the Dallas Mavericks and their fans. I'm having a blast in Atlanta, and my old mindset would have been thinking about food on the road, where we're going to go, how I'm going to enjoy myself with food. Now it's my fuel, an energy source. They've changed my mindset. Get your appointment at 800-555-6521. 7 locations in DFW Metroplex, Plano, Firewheel, Fort Worth, Southlake, Dallas, Arlington, and Frisco. 800-555-6521. Soda. If you still think it's a soft drink, you're wrong. It's state of the art.
Hey, what's up, fans and Tolos? It is Troy Hughes, and guess what? Valentine's Day is just around the corner, but don't freak out. I'm here to help you out with one name. Kendra Scott. If you're looking for affordable, high-quality jewelry, because let's be honest, that's what you and your girl want, you can find it at Kendra Scott. And right now, you can save 20% off your purchase of $100 or more by using the code word Dallas at KendraScott.com or at one of their multiple Kendra Scott locations in the Metroplex. So be the hero of Valentine's Day when you shop at Kendra Scott.
It's time to join the millions of people using Zoom video conferencing. Turn any size conference room, huddle room, or executive office into a Zoom room with flawless HD video, crystal clear audio, and instant wireless sharing. It'll even work with your existing hardware. Start your meetings with a single touch or use Zoom's new voice command feature. Hey Zoom, start meeting. Huddle happy. Visit zoom.us to set up your free Zoom room trial today. That's zoom.us. Zoom video conferencing.
Upgrading your bathroom? The Home Depot can help you upgrade that upgrade at the Winter Kitchen and Bath event. Right now, add the finishing touch with an exclusive Kohler Katoon faucet for just $89. It's available in a stylish brushed nickel finish, and you'll only find it at the Home Depot, Kohler's #1 retailer. So upgrade your bathroom and let the savings flow. The Winter Kitchen and Bath event at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through March 24th while supplies last.
Our coverage of Radio Row from Atlanta is presented by Twin Peaks, Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of Super Bowl 53, and you can watch us on our Low T Center fan cam at 1053thefan.com/fancam.
Hey DFW, Fitness Connection is having their grand opening celebration at the new Watauga location at 8428 Denton Highway. Join us today from 5 to 7 p.m. for free class demos, food, and a chance to win free TVs, gym memberships, and more. Visit fitnessconnection.com for details.
So I'm having a football watching party. Butcher board. And I really need some great food to make sure my buddies show up. If you serve it, they will come. I got it. I'm ordering Butcher Board, where they hack it and stack it.
Butcher Board. Ranch to table, farm to table. Dine in, take out, order online, and catering. 2 cool locations, Frisco and McKinney. Butcherboard.com. Check them out. Butcherboard.com.
Yo, Ben and Skin here, and the big game is right around the corner. And Barbecues Galore has you covered with all your party essentials. Whether you need last-minute supplies like charcoal, rubs, sauces, accessories, yes, they've got you covered. Need a grill? They have grills starting at just $199. They have patio furniture, bar stools, fire pits, and they can finance those items. 24-month interest-free financing. Barbecues Galore has everything you need to get your big game party on like a champ. Stop by and let the experts set you up. Barbecues Galore, not just a barbecue aisle, It's a barbecue stove.
Free your family from the one-size-fits-all plan. Now, with Verizon, one family can get different unlimited plans starting at $40 per line per month with 4 lines on Go Unlimited with AutoPay. That means everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things they don't. So what are you waiting for? Switch to Verizon and put an end to the one-size-fits-all family plan. Visit VCW.com to learn more, plus taxes and fees. AutoPay, checks, home banking, or debit card only, and paper-free billing required. In times of congestion, your data may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Only after 22 gigabytes per month on Beyond Unlimited and 75 gigabytes per month on Above Unlimited.
Here's what you missed from Super Bowl Radio Row in Atlanta.
Kangaroo went out to Super Bowl Media Day and talked to the Patriot fans.
One more thing for me, mate. I want you to say you're listening to 105.3 The Fan. Good day, mate. And your best on 104. Well, hold on. Start over again.
Good day, mate. You're listening to 105.3. And this Boston accent is the best Australian accent I can muster up. Go, Tommy!
Live all week from the ATL. It's 105.3 The Fan.
This segment of Shan and RJ is brought to you by Dallas Truck World. Tons of great vehicles available, sizes to fit any budget. Go check them out online, DallasTruckWorld.com.
Are you aware of the broadcaster RJ Choppy? Have you heard of this person?
Yeah.
Okay, he's back in the booth right now. He's very
Tell him
excited. He wants to say hi. He's got a man crush on you, as you're aware.
I'm very aware of that. Tell him stay away.
Oh, man, no!
One of the 37 uncomfortable moments that RJ has caused Dak Prescott, yet number 4 will still be sitting down with us at 9:20 this morning. I think he's going to smash the fan cam record that Charlotte Flair just set. Dak at 9:20 on Shan and RJ.
I have expressed my love to him through defense of him when everyone else is ready to jump ship.
Yeah,
I'm the main captain.
Yeah,
I have expressed my love for him through song.
Yeah,
and still wants me to stay away.
When he sits down, well, when he stands over here, we're gonna ask him what seat he would like to sit in, because right now the open seat, the Diamonds Direct hot seat, is right next to you.
Yep,
right next to you.
There it is, right there to my left.
See if you can get yourself invited to one of his parties. See if you can be like, so where are you partying tonight? Where are you partying the
Yeah,
rest
can
of
we
the
go?
week? Can I get a ticket? Can I go?
Can you give a fake number?
You're gonna ask Dak for a fake number?
Ask for a fake number.
Yeah, that's a good. I've never heard that before.
Boy, if he goes, no, I can't even do that.
Yeah.
Can you give me a fake number?
Nobody writes out of the
You just tell him, say, hey, listen, if you go out with me, the DJ won't get mad at me. A la what would happen to Z.
I promise I won't get in a fight with the DJ.
Look, unfortunately, we are going to have to ask him some serious questions. We have to ask, why did Zeke unfollow you on Instagram? Why? What happened?
That's serious.
To the bottom.
That is a very serious question.
We do. We have to ask about
And what he thinks is going to change.
This Kellen. What?
I want to know what he thinks is going to change.
Yeah.
What he thinks and what he expects to change.
This Kellen Moore news. Let's play the clip in case you missed it. By the way, Brian Baldinger is a football machine. That guy, he was just cranking out info. He knew everything.
There's a reason why I didn't see your hands on the webcam. My God. The more he talked, I was like, Sean's loving this interview.
You guys love Charlotte Flair, and that was my treat right there with Baldinger.
Yes.
I know that sounded really weird, but Jerry Jones called in to Ben and Skin yesterday unannounced, and they asked him, hey, is Kellen Moore going to call the plays or not?
Let's don't get ahead of ourselves. We're not trying to do something dramatic at the Super Bowl because I don't know that that is that.
The Ben and Skin show is.
He's going to utilize. We've got a great situation here. The facts are that we've got in our coach, we've got a coach that basically now has a lot of experience. We want to benefit from it. He is a great safety net for everything that we're going to do with a young staff like we've got.
All right, so I think he's basically unofficially naming him the play caller. Hey, Houston, let go of our guest. Let's get our guy over here, the Hall of Famer, Thurman Thomas, is sitting down on the home of America's team, Shan and RJ on 105.3 The Fan. My favorite, Roy's favorite AFC team is the Titans. Your favorite AFC team growing up was the Jets. My favorite AFC team was the Buffalo Bills. So all the football lives I can name. Jim Kelly was the first book I read.
Yeah.
And the K Gun. And so I get nervous around Andre Reed and Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas. Why do you look disturbed? You look a little disturbed by that.
Huh?
You look
No.
disturbed by that.
Well, he was saying, AFC, he's wearing cowboy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he's got an AFC and an NFC.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
won- yeah.
All right.
That was my
didn't know.
AFC team growing up.
Okay. All right. I must have not heard that part. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
sorry.
Do you dislike the Cowboys or the Patriots more?
Probably the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you guys were your rival was the Dolphins.
Yeah,
Patriots
I
were
was
nothing.
No, they were. Yeah, right.
They
And a lot of people don't remember that.
Oh, they were.
They were all.
People that are Patriots fans don't remember that.
Right.
Oh,
when we were growing up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were an absolute joke in the creamsicles.
Yep.
And the New England Patriots weren't that far behind.
No.
No, they weren't. They were really never good. Really.
They had a stadium that held like 50,000.
Yeah. I mean, I played against Steve Grogan.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah, right. No, seriously. I mean, that's how long of a time that he played quarterback.
Yeah.
I got in the league in '88, and I think he retired in 1990. So he played. I mean, he was kind of at the end of his career. But yeah, it was not a very good football team.
The thing about, I know everyone hates Brady and Belichick. I'm like the only one at the station who doesn't mind if they win because I just respect greatness. But my problem with them winning is they're the fans. I hate them. So they're a bunch of massholes, we call them, and they just don't shut up. And their accent. We have to sit next to this Boston station over here. They hear this crap every single year. It's just it's nauseating.
Terrible. It is.
It's terrible. It's worse than the Jets accents and those New Yorkers. But the Boston, the Patriot fans, it's this entitlement. People probably view us like that too. Cowboy fans.
The Cowboy, but it's different though. I think they're
we don't win.
They're totally different of not liking the Cowboys and hating the Patriots.
Right.
It's totally different. I can, I'm from Houston. I can deal with, the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, you beat us in a couple of I can deal with that or whatever. I can deal with Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great. The 49ers fans, the guys who have won the Super Bowls like the most or whatever. But when it comes down to the Patriots, it's on a total level with everybody.
Hey, Sean, really quick. You said the Cowboys don't win. Did you know that on this day in 1993, the Cowboys blew out the Bills 52-17 in the Super Bowl at Pasadena?
That's our producer back home, Thurman.
Okay.
So he's firing his shots.
Okay.
Shots fired. Wow.
That's not shots fired.
No, I'm just trying to make them feel uncomfortable around you, and I'm doing a good job.
Oh, you're trying. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, look, when you lose 4 in a row, you get a little antsy about everything that's talked about. Okay.
Okay, so we were having this conversation the other day. We were talking about Dan Marino doesn't have a ring. When he walks in here, when Dan or when Jim or when you walk in this room, you got other guys who are like also other greats, but have the championship.
Right.
Do you feel different being around them, or is it like, dude, I'm in the hall, doesn't matter?
I don't feel different because those guys don't I'm around Emmett all the time. Emmett don't talk about the Super Bowls.
Michael does.
Michael does.
Mike can't shut up.
Well, that's why I said Emmett and not Michael. Okay, yeah, there's a difference. You got the Warren Sapps. It's all the guys that come from the youth.
Yeah,
they won the Super Bowl. They're going to talk about
right.
it. But no, I don't feel like Yeah, I praise him. Congratulations. You won a Super Bowl, whatever. I've never been the one that was like, damn. Yeah, I wish I had one. Hell, so does Barry Sanders and Warren Moon and some of the greats that have come through the National Football League I never even got a chance to play in one.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what? I didn't win one. I had an opportunity to win one 4 years in a row. We didn't. As part of my life, I deal with it. I'm always happy to talk about it because it was, whether people like it or not, it was an exciting time for us in our lives as being Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Bills fans. So, I mean, I get it.
Of the Redskins and the Cowboys, which one of those teams was the best one that y'all faced?
I think the Redskins. I think the Redskins were.
And I forgot the Giants. If you want to include that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was a weird game.
That was a weird game.
Yeah.
We had an opportunity to win it. We didn't. But I think the Redskins, they were kind of the team that were kind of overlooked throughout that entire season. And they went 14-2.
Yeah. I think they set the record for points in a year.
Points in a year. Yeah. They were good with Gary Clark, Mark Ribbon. Art Monk was still on the football team. Brian Mitchell was on that football team. I think Larry Centers was on. I'm not sure if he was or not.
I think he was a little later.
He was a little later.
Charles Mann.
That was. And And then you have the legendary Joe Gibbs on the sideline. I mean, they were a team that, and they went through the season beating everybody.
Yeah.
And I think by the time, Dallas came around for the last two, obviously with the Herschel Walker trade and all that, they were an up-and-coming team.
We always fight. I want to talk to you about the devaluing of the running back position.
Right.
We're fighting about Zeke. He's a numbers guy. Le'Veon can go out. You can replace him. Kareem Hunt goes out. Kansas City didn't have a major drop-off. Zeke wants his extension 2 years ahead of time. Like Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley gone out. C.J. Anderson starring.
Yeah.
Where are you, Thurman, with the devaluing of the running back position, paying them that second contract, all of it?
Well, you know what? I think there's some value. There's some good things and there's some bad things. Obviously, if you're looking at a guy like Zeke, wanting a new contract in his second year, what has he done there? He's done a lot.
Yeah.
He has done a lot.
Workhorse.
Okay, he's been a workhorse. So you know what? As an owner, you see that, provide him with something.
Yeah.
He's your horse. How long are you going to have him? I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 more years. But he's done everything that a number 4 pick has done.
Yeah.
In the entire draft of the National Football. You look at Saquon Barkley. Look at what he's the second pick of the draft. He's adding value to your football team. Now, it's not going to be a quarterback and have that value for like Tom Brady for 18 or 15 years. But a certain point in time there, that guy is going to be more valuable than the quarterback.
Well, I can also chime in that the running back doesn't get protected like the quarterback does. So
no, we get they don't even care about us. Yeah, they're actually trying to take us out of the game.
Exactly.
But if you look at a guy like Tom Brady is the happiest quarterback in the National Football League in the past 3 weeks because he has a running game now.
Yes.
He doesn't have to throw the football 50 times for them to have a chance to win. It's been the running game that has helped those guys through. So, yeah, I know the devalue that people look at that as, but you got the greatest coach in probably in football, Bill Belichick, and he's using the running game.
Thurman Thomas teaming up with the Wounded Warriors here on the home of the Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan. Talk to us about what you have going on, Thurman.
Yeah, I'm with Blue Buffalo. They're partnered with Sierra Delta, who provides trained service dogs for our veterans when they come over. There's actually a shortage of service dogs that are being trained for our veterans that come back over. There's 20 million veterans.
20.8 million are in our country right now. We're a dwindling population.
Yeah.
Right now, for the first 2 years, Sierra Delta, we focused on helping vets get the public access service dogs through these public access schools that are across the country. This year, we were trying to open up a non-public access service dogs for the men and women that don't need a dog to go everywhere with them, but having that dog trained to their disabilities and really try to help with the TBIs and the PTS, the PTSD, whichever way you want to call it, that emotional regulation. We can really help them improve their day-to-day life. These guys are lunch pail guys. They're still going to work. They've had 3, 4, 5 combat deployments, whatnot, girls as well. We want to help them get the dogs too, even though they don't need a dog to go with them everywhere. And we don't want to disrupt the public spaces with too many dogs, right? But these dogs, if you own dogs, you know what a dog can do for you. I had Bulldozer when I was first injured in 2004. My first purchase of my very first convalescent leave was an 8-week-old Old English Bulldog.
Wow.
Dumbest dog that ever lived.
Okay.
That's right. He could clear a room with his farts. He would chew everything he wasn't supposed to, and he could eat a cheeseburger in one bite. Right?
Really?
But when
Sounds like you, Tom.
I love this dog.
Yeah.
I love
Every
this
part. And he just died last year. But when I was going through some of the darkest times, I was facing a bankruptcy, going through a divorce, facing a DUI charge, alone in a little apartment. That dog needed me, and I needed that dog, so I couldn't quit life because of that dog was there. And that's the difference, because people do love us. I'm not saying that, but dogs love us unconditionally.
Yes,
they don't find anybody else better.
Yep.
And so we can really help these men and women transition back home and give them a dog. And again, we'll make it non-public access so that we can help more vets help in this transition.
Wow. What a great
Awesome,
story.
Awesome.
ServiceDogsForHeroes.com
or SierraDelta.com.
or SierraDelta.com.
Or go to BlueBuffalo.com for the dog food.
Okay.
That's right.
Thank you guys so much.
I appreciate it.
The great Thurman Thomas, BJ.
BJ again.
BJ, thanks for sitting down with us, guys. Enjoy
Thanks for having
Atlanta.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
All right, we move from one great to another. Herschel Walker sits down with us along with your next chance to win $1,000 right here on The Fan.
This CBS Sports Minute brought to you by the snoring experts at SimpleSleepServices.com. Get the right diagnosis, the right solution, the right treatment to help you wake up to better sleep.
From the Super Bowl in Atlanta, I'm Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. Ted Rath was so talented as the strength coach in Detroit and Miami, and Ndamukong Suh credits him as one reason why he decided to sign with Rath's current employer, the Rams. 6 days a week, Rath pumps up the players, but on game day, he does something every other head coach in the NFL would be furious about. He holds back Sean McVay. Literally, McVay often gets so caught up in the action that he drifts close to the field, and then that's where Rath comes in. He will have McVay get back by gently or firmly ripping him out of the way to avoid a penalty. He's essentially called the get back coach. Rath, named Strength Coach of the Year, says that there's an art to his work, comparing it to a dance, but give McVay credit for obeying and thus avoiding Rath's wrath. I'm Boomer Esiason. You know what's not smart? Job boards that overwhelm you with tons of the wrong resumes. Luckily, there's a smarter way to hire. ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the right people for you and actively invites them to apply. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is rated #1 by employers in the U.S. based on hiring sites rated by Trustpilot with over 1,000 reviews. And right now, my listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/go. That's ZipRecruiter.com/go.
I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's premier home purchase lender. We've created a new way to protect you from unpredictable interest rates. Our exclusive Rate Shield approval. First, we lock your interest rate for up to 90 days. Then, if rates go up, your rate stays locked. But if rates go down, your rate drops. Either way, you win. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply.
Hey, what's going on, fans and Tolos? It is Troy Hughes. Sorry, I'm sitting here scrolling through social media right now, looking at the information regarding Platinum Chrysler Dodge Ram Jeep. You know what I love is when I'm going through social media and I see all these dealer ratings regarding Platinum Chrysler Dodge Ram Jeep, and every one, it's a 5, it's a 5, it's a 4.8, which apparently someone doesn't know what a 5 is. But everyone's rating this thing a 5 out of 5. Why? Because Platinum Chrysler Dodge Ram Jeep is awesome. I go over there once a week. I hang out with Andrew Beck, the general manager, and I see what they're doing for fans and Tolos across the Metroplex who are just taking a short drive east side to Terrell, Texas off of Highway 80 and checking out Platinum Chrysler Dodge Ram Jeep and the specials. The 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus, it's what I'm driving right now, under $22,000. The 2018 Dodge Journey SXT, that's under $20,000. The Motor Trend Truck of the Year. The 2019 Ram 1500 Quad Cab V6 Tradesman, sales price under $24,000 at Platinum Chrysler Dodge Ram Jeep. Learn more about them on social media like me or their website, PlatinumCDRJTexas.com, or just do what I tell you to always do. Drive a little further to save a lot more at Platinum Chrysler Dodge Ram Jeep.
Nothing says I love you like a diamond. For centuries and across cultures, it's remained the universal symbol of love, romance, and commitment. And at Diamonds Direct this Valentine's, we're making it easier than ever to celebrate your love with diamond jewelry she'll cherish for a lifetime. Join us February 4th through the 14th for our best offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest financing with nothing down on any purchase. Choose from a special